I'm a content creator. I provide services. I take time out my day, but you motherfuckers ain't paying me. You motherfuckers ain't paying me. But you motherfuckers ain't paying me. But you motherfuckers ain't paying me. My content ain't worth being paid for, but you at work and can't focus on work without listening to me.
You have me on your community not community but concerned citizens panel, because I am a concerned citizen and right now I'm concerned.
I always know that an empty vessel is a demon's playground.
A lot of this, the so-called rape culture, comes from porn.
To be fair, when I made that comment, I said never would I let her, especially with some NABs, with a comma and a S, meaning plural, as in not just one. I mean both of y'all. I said she wouldn't go on vacation with both of y'all.
I implore everyone to be a concerned citizen and keep your eyes open. If you see something, say something, and hold these perverts accountable.
We grand rising.
Rich motherfucker rising.
Happy Monday, and we are back. We are your host of the Concerned Citizen podcast. I am the Lurker, and this is Godmomma. Who wait?
Hello.
How y'all doing? What's that, Rocket Queen? Oh, you got
Rocket.
here before Daquan. Daquan must be sleeping, and he probably stayed up late.
Child, because last time I see him, it was like 12:30 a.m. and he was over there talking about listening to YouTube while gaming. It's a mess.
Listen,
it's a mess.
I like to fall asleep to Daquan's gaming. Something about a video game and even though it's like vulgar, it gets me right ready.
It's a lot of
yeah.
Well,
is that merch,
Queen?
Godmomma? Hold on, let me not leave you hanging, friend. I got you.
Well, Rocket Queen, we try to do the smart thing, right? And donate our dollars to Amazon. But as you can see, this motherfucker says a concerning citizen. But that's okay. We rocking it any motherfucking way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's my fault. I did say my shirt, my hoodie says I am Black History, but I have my Concerned Citizens podcast shirt on under. I wore it Friday. Nobody noticed the misspelling. So, yes, we're going to invest in Self Like True. Me and my daughter, well, maybe not, because my daughter's schedule is getting packed by the minute. So we're going to hit it again. We won't be doing it from Amazon. And it's my fault because I ordered it misspelled. It's not that it came misspelled.
Well,
I didn't check the reading.
Well, we can both take accountability because you did send me a screenshot and my brain totally did not see the EN in here.
Oh gosh.
So whatever. It is what it is.
It is what it is. I was hoping it said I am the Lurker. You know what? I do have some Lurker merch, but it's old school. It's from when I first came out. And it's spelled EYE. As in I am intentional with my lurking. Okay. Facts. So a lot's been going on. We haven't done a rising transit in I think a week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of died off last week. Then we had our Friday podcast, but the shenanigans haven't stopped. Hey,
Hell
Will.
no. What's
Hey,
up,
Will. I
Will?
am. There's a lot of shit going on in these streets. It's a mess. I don't even know where to start. I've missed so many lives.
Yeah.
You know, from the time my son graduated to I just never caught back up. And I can't. That would be hours and hours. Like this. No, the only thing I'm binge watching is Game of Thrones, House of Dragons, or some Netflix shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not binging YouTube drama. That's not going to benefit me in any sort of way. Okay, not even for conversation on the fucking panel.
No.
No.
And it's not a slight to anyone, but it's kind of like one of those things. Once you miss a moment, you're out of the loop, you know, and you're constantly having to backtrack to find where to get in rotation at. And you know, we like to say the Lord be moving for us and with us over here. So there was a divine reason, in my opinion, why we just kind of blanked the whole week. Because personally, it wasn't a lot going on, but mentally and internally, it was a lot going on. And then we just hit where 7 planets are in transit together right now. Rich Rise, misunderstood. So so some things are going to, you think it's crazy now.
Yeah.
Just you wait.
Oh boy, and it's summer too. You know, the heat will make bitches act crazy on its own. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so y'all get yourselves prepared, okay? Even in your real life, not just on this bullshit here. Even in your real life, get yourself prepared. Start incorporating more breathing exercises because you're gonna need them. Okay, people are going to test you. So get your
what's a breathing exercise? Is that where you just count to 10?
Well, that's your
Take deep breath.
basic. Yeah, take deep breaths, count to 10, count backwards from 10. If you're real, you know, savvy, you do the 3 breaths in, hold, 3 breaths out, hold, 3 breaths in, hold, 3 breaths out, hold, or 1 breath in, hold, breathe out, you know, just whatever feels comfortable, just to kind of
recenter.
Yes, because a lot of these Saturn, Jupiter, they're all running in behind and in front of each other, and a lot of those planets are about justice and karmic retribution. So be prepared, but don't be fearful. Just be prepared.
Misunderstood says slow deep breaths and slow deep breaths in, slow deep breaths out. She does it for anxiety.
Yes.
I've heard of it. I never investigated it. I just assume it was like slow, because I was a swimmer, so I know that we had to do controlled breathing as well.
Yeah, and if you got kids, summer break, moms, dads, summer break, practice those breathing exercises. Okay.
Oh gosh, parents, breathe. Don't strangle. Breathe.
Breathe, right? Don't strangle. Breathe. They'll have you there. Okay.
Oh, sleep apnea is sorting my breathing. No, because it's not intentional. I think the breathing is intentional. Okay. Sleep apnea, go get you a freaking machine. You're dying, is what you're doing. You're dying.
God.
Every 3 minutes. Okay.
Queen. I almost choked on my coffee.
Oh, we got a new mug today. I should have brought it over. I'm not drinking coffee though, or tea. We got a new mug today. I went to the dollar store. Anyhow, neither here nor there. So let's get on this. Y'all, come on, get your tickets ready. Let's go. All aboard. All aboard. I've got my little notes queued up from a couple things that I wanted to address before we left.
Here we go.
Let's go. She's not a track star. She's a train runner. Let's go. So a couple things, you know what I'm saying? When we left off, we're still on the tail end of the King Curl situation and the victim owned and the blah blah blahs and well, you protected a predator 10 years ago. You protected a predator. My name was thrown out there. Shout out to what's his name? Triple Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the Black Sector archivist.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just scrolling on my NAB page and I see I am the a jokey something drags I am the lurker or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What is this? And it's not spelled right. It's spelled with the I. So I'm like, okay. I go listen to it, and a jokey's, she's doing what she do, going off on me, but she's bringing up some stuff from Bishop, from back in the day with Bishop. She's like, Lurker used to send Bishop, she calls him Nature Boy, used to send Nature Boy tens of thousands of dollars. She was jealous of Velvet. I've sent Bishop my titty pictures. So if that rumor, if that whatever it's called, hasn't been following me since the day of dawn, okay, since the day of dawn, yo, Bishop ain't got $1 from me, and he ain't never seen my titty pictures, okay. I am known to be, you know what I'm saying, a little free spirited from here to here. So there are some live streams that I've done in the past where, yeah, my titties were exposed. Yes, okay. My new push-up bra, I be showing the girls this, that. Very free spirited. As far as money goes, baby, I ain't got it like that. I know y'all think I do, but I don't. I ain't got money to support a motherfucking cult leader, period. I like to get paid. I don't like to do the paying, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I like to sign the back of the check, not the front of the check. Just saying. So that's just been going around. And I was reading the comments on Triple Darkness, and they're like, yeah, I never liked Lurker. She was always, I was like, oh my God, I don't know how this rumor came about. I think it was back when I was beefing with some people and they see my live stream flashing titties and they thought, that's what she's doing to Nature Boy. Or they picked up on one of my giveaways because I used to do monthly giveaways. I used to spend good coins on people who needed it. I cut all that shit out because you motherfuckers don't know how to act or appreciate. Okay. So yeah, that was news to me. I mean, it wasn't news to me, but it was, you know what I'm saying? I guess the joke said I can't go after King Curl because I used to support Bishop. Hey, girl. Okay.
The money part was new to me. The titties I've heard, but the money part, the 10K was new to me. I was like, damn, she gave Nature Boy 10K. Okay.
And he didn't fly me out. He didn't fly me out, friend.
He didn't fly you out, girl. He didn't put you on blast. You know what I'm saying? Like he did, old girl, with the $2,000 donation.
Come on.
Now, y'all, let's be real here. Let's get honest, okay? If Nature Boy Eligio Bishop would have had I Am the Lurker's titty pictures, if he would have had donations from her, he would have had that shit blasted everywhere.
He used to think I was a white man because of my profile picture. You know what I'm saying? I used to keep it pretty low key before I did lives, before I did all that. I was pretty low key. He thought I was a white man because my profile picture was a white man. So, because nobody lurks harder than a white man, that's why I used it.
And a lot of the times it was conversations had with Bishop behind the scenes was not to in any shape or form try to join his commune, in any shape or form try to give him props behind the scenes. No, the one time that I had a conversation behind the scenes with you and someone else, I don't want to put their name in this because they're not even on YouTube anymore, but that was to see who we were really dealing with, to see who this person was off live, how they interacted with you off of live. And from that day forward, I saw the devil in him. And I know you saw the devil in him too, because we both looked at each other like,
yo, what is going on? Yes.
And after that, it was like a solid foundation of, no, this person has to, something has to be done. Yeah.
You gotta go.
So it was just funny to me to hear the money part, and because a lot of the times you do have to kind of build a rapport with people in order to make them feel safe. in order for them to indulge.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the times that's what we were doing with Bishop,
Yeah.
was trying to give him a safe space for him to indulge his dark, deep, dark secrets. And it worked. It worked.
And it worked. And I wouldn't change it. A lot of mistakes were made. A lot of, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could have done better or knew better or I had knowledge before him. No, it is what it is. He's where he's at. I'm where I'm at. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Rocket Queen says, "Fuck the haters." I don't think these people are haters. I just think they're, you know what I'm saying, either trolling or, you know what I'm saying, speaking on shit they don't really know. I don't think it's true hate. If it is, you know what I'm saying, bless them, baby, bless them. You can still eat over here. Okay, I was taught to feed the enemies too. Period. But that's about it. And I just kind of thought that was funny. That came out of nowhere, and it's been years since I've heard some stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay, here we. And I see people in the comments. I was like, oh, okay, well, I didn't know y'all was still on that, but I guess we are. Okay.
I guess that's why y'all don't want to come over here, huh?
Yeah, she supports a cult leader.
Okay.
Like, what? That's crazy. But that's cool. That's what's up. We're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep it pushing. But I did want to address it because, you know, anybody can get it on the Rising Transit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's above a good drag. And you know what, Jokey loved to drag. So she put that oomph in it. And, you know, I laughed. It is what it is.
It was funny, right? Because we were just like giving a Jokey props like the day before, right? We were like, oh, we love her content. We love when she drags.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Like, now you drunk, titty flashing, cult leading, supporting bitch. Just say nothing ass bitch, a Jokey. That'll wrap all that up. Just say she's a nothing ass bitch. It will wrap it all up into one, okay? I ain't never claimed to be anything but. Period. But I do not support cults or cult leaders. I will say that much. What's up, hubby? How are you, love bug? Moving on to this transit, though. Speaking of,
but we still stuck on King Curl, baby, because the sector, our sector, has been stuck in this time warp loop, and this King Curl situation has made everybody kind of go back to 2019 once again. And starting to dig, and you know, Jazzy hopped off the porch, Diva hopped off the porch. Like, everybody was just out here in the beef sector. They call it woo banging. Everybody was out
Lady
here.
Law, Buddy Lee, Lily Rose popped back out.
Yep,
Lily Rose popped back out.
Lily Rose popped.
Hey, Lily, good to see you.
Yeah, so it was just. The black sector for the week we were off was active as a mother. They were active. Everybody was hopping out the bushes, hopping off of buildings. Like, some people was coming out here doing the people's elbow on bitches. Like, it was. And then
Vic was getting dragged all over the place too, right?
Everywhere.
Was Vic doing the most? And then he brought up his 13-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Like, I tried my best when I was dragging Vic and denouncing AOV. I had people remove shit from my chat. Even my own moderator, I had her remove stuff that pertained to Vivi. And then here comes Vic on some random Negroes panel with a chat full of 600 people to discuss her
sex life. Girl. Tries Doug. Yeah, it was a mess.
Hi, Dougie Fresh.
And if AOV wouldn't have been denounced that day, baby, they would have been denounced today. Okay, because you don't get out here talking about your child's. I don't care that she's 13 and she's a teenager, she's still a child. You don't get out here and tell complete fucking strangers that your child is active. What? And you have people like JP running around that chases after school buses for these types of kids that are active? Are you insane?
And bragging about it on somebody else's show. It's not like it was an educational moment, because I'm all about keeping it real, you know what I'm saying, and including yourself. Nigga, you just clout chasing on some random nigga's panel. I think was it Lemon?
I think so.
Or was it Binary? It was one of them. I think it was Lemons. Shout out to you, Lemon. I was over there with you last night. Just disgusting. Vic, Diet hopped off the porch after that.
Yep.
You know, I don't even know what to say to that.
Well, the people have spoken. They've spoken loud. Vic used to hold like 20, sometimes maybe 40. You know, he started getting up to like the 40, 50 in his chat. Now he's back down to his lonely 11 and 12. So good, 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 good.
Just sick.
Don't support things that you know that you would not support outside of your home or even inside of your home. Do not support a content creator just because you want to be in the in crowd when you know they're saying things that are just disgusting. Period. And then so therefore, right? So we're still on King Curl. King Curl's situation has brought everything out in droves. So YouTube MVP hops back out and drops Vanessa's.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, let's get into that.
Saying that Vanessa was charged with child abuse back in
Felony child abuse.
Felony. Yeah.
Child Vanessa.
And then Triple, if y'all aren't subscribed to Triple scares me. Y'all know I say that every time I bring up Triple's name, he scares me. But if you're not subscribed, go over there, listen, because he had a show yesterday, and Miss Mo and Vanessa was on the panel. And Miss Mo and Diet, and then they got their whole situation going on.
They sure do.
And Vanessa was on Diet's side, and then she went to Miss Mo's side, and then she went to D. It was just weird. Vanessa was out there moving, doing some weird shit. Well, Miss Mo ends up asking Vanessa, like, hey, what about them felony child abuse charges? All right. And instead of answering or giving an explanation or holding herself in accountability, she comes back and says, F you, B, I hope your kids catch cancer again and die. And repeats it over
Vanessa.
and over.
Vanessa, I know you're not out here speaking on people's children, ma'am. Let's not do this. Let's not do this, Vanessa. Weren't you apologetic at one point? Okay, let's not start being an Indian giver. A lack of better term, please forgive me. Don't do it, Vanessa. Don't do it. Do not speak on children, ma'am. Oh, and that's all I'll say, because you know better. But I did drop a comment, Vanessa, a couple of weeks ago in your thing saying I wanted to holler at you. That still stands. Okay? That still stands. You can bring whatever energy you want, because you know what I bring. But I did reach out to you on this page, and I said I wanted to speak with you. This is prior to all this Miss Mo bullshit and the shit you said about her children.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we all know the game of what goes around comes around.
Amen. Amen.
So
that's one thing you don't.
Let's not do that.
Do that. I don't like people talking about other people's kids, but it's one thing to say that's why your kid got a big head, as opposed to I hope your child doesn't wake up tomorrow. Those are two totally different energies. Right. I would much rather hear a bitch tell another bitch her kid got a big head than to say, I hope he's not here tomorrow. Like, you're disgusting. You're disgusting. And I hope you do take the invitation that the good sis gave you to come over here, because we need to have a conversation. Because Vanessa has been around. So you're not new to this, Vanessa. This is this is unfortunate. Like, whew.
And it seems like she's got some people that kind of, you know what I'm saying, rock with her or whatever. I don't know the choice of people. I don't know them, but it's like, yes. Felony child abuse, but wishing ill on other people's kids. And I'm not here to play devil's advocate for people who are, I'm hurt, so I hurt other people. Like, that's a bullshit excuse to me.
Right.
But I do know that's a real thing, So
hurt people.
Hurt people. So, but that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to cupcake with you or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to, I like to hear everybody's perspective. Let me just keep it that way. I like to hear everybody, because there might be something there that'll click and I'll be like, oh, okay.
Right.
That makes sense. But speaking ill on other people's children, there's no excuse for that. And I know we say, well, they said that. Well, doesn't make it, two wrongs don't make a right over here.
No, and sometimes we got to have some integrity about
Mhm.
ourselves. Okay, we do. It
Mhm.
doesn't
Just out
matter.
there screaming and hollering, and
It was a mess. It was a
it
mess.
was a mess. It was, Vanessa, and I hope you go back and look at it and see what kind of mess it was. I didn't even watch it all. I couldn't because it was too much of a mess for me.
Mhm. Yeah. When she got to hollering, and I've had words for Miss Mo, right? I've had words for Miss Mo on this exact channel before,
Mhm.
way back in the day. So this isn't a me taking up for a Miss Mo. This is just a right is right and wrong is wrong, and to take your beef to someone's children is extremely wrong.
Mhm.
Extremely wrong. And I know the beef sector likes to do that a lot. They like to, Rich Eyes Kylie, they like to put people's children on community walls with funny photos. They like to talk about people's kids. But I would like to think we have, never mind. Let me shut up because we don't.
Right.
We
Because we
don't.
don't. We
We
don't.
don't.
We that's very hopeful thinking. Salt used to tell me, Lurker, you like to see the world through colored glasses. And it's like, no, I really don't. Yes, I just still hold expectations.
Mm-hmm.
So womp womp womp.
Womp, womp,
Gotta throw them
womp.
bitches out the window when I log in to see you motherfuckers. Okay. Expectations can and we go moving right along. We go get into that. Because speaking of expectations, what do you expect from your spouse when you log on to YouTube?
Not to see my spouse when I log on to YouTube. I mean, just saying. Just saying. Like, I love my husband being in the chat, being
Yeah.
a cloud spectator watcher,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. That's just, it would be weird. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. It was hard when I first started the Lurker. Joe Bob didn't understand it either. He
Mhm.
was like, why are you online screaming with people?
Mhm.
Like, why are you posting this stuff? Like, and then it would be like, I'm getting emails and DMs, and it's like, it's men and women. And he's like,
Mhm.
what the, and it's like, no, it's not what you think. Like, running a content page isn't what you think.
Right.
Um, you know, he didn't understand it, but now he's like, oh yeah, one of your videos came across my thing. I was like, oh, what was I doing? He's like, talking to nature boy. I was like, oh,
Oh,
it was one of the viral ones. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It's, of course
yeah.
it's not, of course it's not my Concerned Citizens podcast. No, no, no.
Right. You better take this shit viral.
No, it's me in the backyard or me telling me cheese with Bishop and Eliana. Um, Kylie says invisibility absent. Are
Hmm.
y'all on game with the landlord? That's what we're getting into.
That's where
That's
we're
what we're
moving.
getting into, hubby. Is what do you
And
expect
this
from your
kind of
spouse? What do
And
you
this
expect
kind
from your
of goes
spouse?
with our season 2 conversation of, are we going on vacation or not with your YouTube friends?
No, you wanted to bring up YouTube trips. You wanted to
Yes,
go there.
yes.
You wanted to.
And this goes along with it because you got situations like this that make you say no.
Mm-hmm.
Situations like this is the reason why people like Aunt T says, no, I'm there with you regardless.
Yep.
Period.
Yep. And I'm gonna throw the men out there. I don't care. Y'all men come get me. I don't care. I'm about to say what I said.
Come on.
It seems like the men are doing a lot of the action and a lot of the separating from their wives. I've seen more men get divorced. Like, and you're talking to a divorcee here, so I'm not here, from the other side of the fence judging. No, I'm over here with y'all. It wasn't no divorce over no YouTube shit. Okay, never that. And the niggas we're still cool as fuck. Like, hello. But I've seen a lot of men getting separated. We got
Mhm.
single intellect now, no longer ghetto intellect. He's single intellect. But I won't
Oh,
name all.
I'm a
I
gummy
won't name
bear.
all the
Yes,
men
I'm
because
a
I don't want to.
gummy bear. Yes,
I
I'm a
don't. Yeah.
gummy bear.
Somebody likes it because he going to link up with somebody. There's somebody for everybody. I'm just confused. Like, it's just these. Let me say what it is, and I'm gonna be a nothing ass bitch, and I don't give a fuck this rising. I'm just
We
gonna
are
keep it
on
a
the
fucking
transit,
buck.
baby.
Let me tell y'all, because some of these men that have now gone through a divorce have projected themselves to be upstanding citizens.
Mm-hmm.
They have an education, they have a degree, they have a career, they got 20 years behind their career, they have families, they have children going off to high school and college. Like I said, I can relate.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't none of my shit YouTube fucking related. And not one Negro can come out here and said they done got the digits for a link up and a meet up and we got sexual and we not now, none of y'all. Okay. And there was a lot of married men that hit that link, Shitty Greg's link that night.
Mm-hmm.
When I pulled my tatas out. So
And see, that's the thing, right?
I know there's all these women hating women. Oh, these whores,
That's
you
what
know
I was
he's with
about to
so and
bring
so.
up.
Come on.
That's what I was about to bring up. And you know, in society, they'll say that you're the Jezebel, you're the whore, you're this, you're that. But baby, no one asked for a married man to hit the link. Okay? That was your married ass discretion. Not hers. Yours. Okay? Can't nobody make you hit a link and y'all ain't even in the same room, honey. Let's get into it. So while we were, it's so easy. And I was asking myself this when I was, catching up on the landlord Maha and Mia. It's Mia. I've been calling the lady Maha. Child, my apologies.
No, it's not Mia. It's Maya.
Maya. And
I still call her Maha. What's that, Maha?
I like Maha.
I do too.
And just Krista, that whole situation, and everybody was jumping on just Krista, and everybody was calling Maha stupid, or Maya stupid, but everyone was leaving landlord out.
Thank you.
Landlord got to sit over here like,
thank you.
Just like everyone left with the Don Cato, MU, and Lady Snoop situation. Everyone left Don Cato out. Mm-hmm. And everyone was mad at MU and Lady Snoop. So at some point, y'all, we're going to have to hold a man accountable.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you. I know we love them. I know they have our heart. I know that we have a bond. But baby, it's not the other woman's fault that he broke that bond.
It's pursuing.
It's not her fault.
It's pursuing. Right.
Now, is there exceptions to every rule? Absolutely. But majority of the time, you're not the exception.
Mm-hmm.
The exception would be he sleeps with your best friend. Now you can be mad at the girl. Right. Or he sleeps with your sister. Now you can be mad at both of the parties, right?
We talked about this. But we talked about this before the landlord situation, I believe.
We did. But just a random person and now you're mad at the random person? No, baby, no. And a lot of people have problems with Maya saying, that landlord always comes back home. And if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it.
It comes back home. What do you mean? If I let my dog out and he gets loose, he's gonna come back home because he knows where to get fed. He knows where to get treats. He knows where his comfy dog bed is. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Air conditioned, all that.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of people were saying like, you're stupid for allowing this man to do this to you. And then some people were saying, well, you don't know her situation. Maybe he's paying all of her bills and this is what she allows him to do.
It's a lot.
Maya, this ain't no dig to you, baby. It really isn't. Do your thing. But as a woman with a husband, you wouldn't catch me out here on the internet saying he does this, but he comes back home. I would not say anything. If I was going to be, because this isn't the first time landlord has been caught up in a whole shebang, right? And he always blames it on, I'm just trolling. I'm just trolling.
Yeah.
And he embarrasses Maya, right? Because Maya was on the panel like, he's telling just Krista, he's just trolling you because you got his text now number. And Krista was like, no, baby, I got his real number. And she's like, no, it's text now. So they go to prove. And he did give the girl his real number. And so it's like, you're sitting here with, I eat shit, I have egg on my face now. And instead of just leaving the situation alone, we double down on this is my man. He's always going to come back home. Is this a problem with women, friend? Is this a problem with us? Because remember, in season 2, we had the conversation. Women are academically smarter than men. So why does patriarchy exist? Our good sis, Master Fundi Fee, hits the panel and says, love. That's why patriarchy exists. So, y'all, I love when we can all throw all of our conversations together to try to come to like what's going on here. Because is this an issue for us as women? And take Maya out completely. Take her YouTube personality, take your friendship with her
away. Because it's not just Maya. We got Brooke over here doing some other stuff too. So, but come on. I'm with you. Let's land that plane, sweetheart, because you right on point.
It's a problem. It's a problem. We won't let this is why Princellas come, y'all.
Yep. Yes.
This is why she comes. Because we don't, if we stand for nothing, we fall for everything.
What's up, Vicky? Hi, Mama.
Rich Eyes, Vicky.
Sorry. Hello, beautiful ladies.
Oh God, now we got Rob Rack in the building. But I'm just saying, like, at some point, I'm not saying, throw your significant other away. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, I think this is a deeper conversation that we as women need to have in the future. Why are we so okay with a man making us look silly on the internet? Why are we okay with that? Because he comes home. Why are we okay with that? Well, he comes home, girl, and he's going to pay my water bill next month. So let him do what he do. What?
Well, when I got into the accountability of women live, Godmomma, good old Rocket Queen was there. And we had to remind ourselves of some of the women that, well, he pays all my bills. I'm a kept woman. And that was, Rocket Queen didn't know it, but that was me. Taking care of, you know what I'm saying, bills, vacations, lake house, vehicles. You know what I'm saying? I could have sprinkled the fuck out of that man if I really wanted to. Okay, but that's not my pedigree. So no matter how much money this man was throwing at me, I couldn't overlook some of his wrongs.
Right.
I just couldn't. It was like it was like putting my fire out. You know what I'm saying? Having to forgive your bullshit mistakes because my bills are paid. Like, what? That don't even sound like some shit I would do. So I had to show him. I couldn't talk about it. I had to be about it. Because for years, you know what I'm saying? We had 20 years together? I'll say we have like more than 20 because, you know what I'm saying? We're still whatever. We're not together, but we're still whatever.
You're right.
A family.
Co-parenting. Yes, you're a co-parenting family. That is a nice unit for people who are divorced. You really wouldn't be able to tell.
Yes, right.
You wouldn't.
But I was that woman at one point where it was like whatever got broke, I could replace. Whatever, needed to be upgraded could get replaced. Whatever, just endless whatever you need. And don't let them do some fucked up shit because then I'm really going off on the card, right? Like, so you fucked up, watch me the next day drop 2,000. You know what I'm saying? Watch me the next day spend some ungodly amount just because and it became this vicious cycle where we didn't like each other. We, you know what I'm saying? But all my bills were paid.
All your bills were paid, and he was getting to stick his penis, or not saying he was, but he had the opportunity to do whatever.
Treat me any kind of way, say any kind of slick shit out of his mouth. Joe Bob's not really a big cheater type of person. That wasn't his vibrato, but sometimes that mouthpiece, you know what I'm saying, or sometimes your little actions, you know what I'm saying, would be, you know what I'm saying, and I would look over it. Well, that's my baby daddy. Well, that's what it is. And a lot of shit is forgivable, but sometimes, you know what I mean? Like it was almost like you give an inch and he's taking a mile type shit.
Right.
So I really had to snap out of that, friend. And I had to be like, you might have to go to work. You might have to pay for your own shit. You might have to move into a little apartment. You might have to, not be able to, you might have to downgrade.
Yep.
And But once I did that, that was like the best thing ever. I'm like, oh shit. Cause then we got cool again. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you could do you. I'm doing me. I just need you to know, you know, this is what it is. So some women just get so comfortable or fearful or just comfortable. That's all it is.
Comfortable. It's comfortable.
You
sis.
get lazy, you get comfortable. Well, he comes home. So he just be out there trolling. He come home. Don't think you don't deserve better because you do. You'd be surprised. You can treat yourself 10 times better than any other person alive can. So start there. Start there. Start treating yourself better, and you'd be surprised how people will fall in fucking line. But if you just let them do anything, they're gonna do anything. Why wouldn't they? Why if wouldn't they? You know what I'm saying? If I could get away with murder, why wouldn't I commit murder?
Right.
You know, not everybody has a moral compass where they're like, even if I can, I won't do it. Not everybody's like that.
No. And we've learned that through the seasons of this podcast, that not everybody has the same morals, the same integrity, and some people don't even believe in morality. Okay, it is just what it is. So I really do want to have this conversation. If you're a woman and you want to have this conversation with us, please let us know in the chat, in the replay. Hit us on YouTube. What am I about to say? Instagram. And we'll because we have to have this conversation, friend. We have to have a toxic femininity conversation.
Again.
And this is no shape or form in any digs towards any of the ladies in the landlord situation, but it is something that we do have to talk about. And Rocket Queen brought up, you know, that when Maha asked Just Krista to leave her man alone, Just Krista should have obliged. Even though that's what we like to think should happen, it doesn't have to happen. Just Krista can do whatever Just Krista wants to do. If landlord is going to keep entertaining her, she can keep entertaining him because she owes no loyalty to Maya or Maha. She owes no loyalty. Now, girl code, should we owe a loyalty? Absolutely. But again, going back just a few seconds later, not everyone has the same integrity or morality as you do.
Exactly.
And if you're choosing to lay down with that man, he should have the same morality and integrity as you. Forget what Just Krista has. She don't matter.
She's a non-factor.
She's a non-factor. But the thing is, and I like that Rocket Queen said that, because I feel like Just Krista is trolling so heavy. She doesn't want landlord. Yeah. She doesn't want landlord. She saw what the chaos that it caused in another woman. Like, oh shit, you know. So I'm about to do this because I could hear it in her voice, the sarcasm. Oh, I'm not gonna leave him alone.
Snarky. Sounded snarky, didn't she?
Yes. And then so I went and watched Say Sean Bradley, because he's an OG of the beef sector. And Just Krista is apparently an OG of the beef sector too, because she was once called BBW Sweet and Spicy or Sweet and Sexy, something like that. So I'm listening to him explain who this woman is, and I'm like, oh yeah, hands down, she's trolling the hell out of Maya and landlord. She doesn't even want landlord for real, but if the man is going to give her money for it,
that's crazy.
Why not?
Yeah, that's crazy on landlord's part. Like, why is cash apps and real numbers getting exchanged in troll moves? But you know, it's 2024. Maybe I need to refresh. I need to refresh my troll game, because maybe they got troll.
Maybe we need to refresh our relationship etiquette or something. I don't know. I don't know what do the old people say? I don't know what you young kids are doing these days.
I don't know what the fuck this shit is. I don't even know what this is. The class said she went on a panel tour, so.
I mean, who wouldn't though? If you are in full-fledged troll mode, and you know that you've got this woman worked the hell up, why not go from panel to panel to panel to panel to panel to panel to just keep digging and digging and digging and digging and digging? This isn't
being a nothing ass bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start doing a nothing ass bitch awards show. Nothing ass niggas, nothing ass bitch. I might have to start doing some awards for y'all. Cause baby, Ness would take this year's. Absolutely. Ness would take the nothing ass bitch award this year. Sorry.
Because Ness, she is ruthless, child. But before we get there, So I just, the whole Maha, Mia landlord,
Maya.
Maya, I'm sorry, sis. I'm not butchering your name on purpose, but I have literally called you Maha for years. So it's like hard for me at this moment. I wish y'all the best of luck. That's all I can say. I wish y'all the best of luck. I wouldn't pay just Krista too much mind, but I would check that man. Okay. And I would see if this is something that I want to keep continuously doing as I'm on YouTube. That's what I would ask myself. If this is something that I want to continuously keep going through year after year or every other year on YouTube, being embarrassed by the man I call my partner.
Yep.
And then having everybody talk about it for weeks.
Yes. I need some compensation after that. Y'all gonna have to compensate me for sure. Okay. But it is what it is, and that's why I try not to do too much commentary on YouTube relationships, because it's like, well, y'all like, this is what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all want it to be like, because it's very easy to say, I'm not doing this. Y'all have a blessed night. I've done it many times. There's been many a times where I said, you know what, not tonight, and just clicked off, and you know what I'm saying. That's it. But y'all bring it up. Y'all hit links. The side piece is hitting panel tours. Like, it, very simple. Close, log off. Very simple. She cammed up on ZX. I don't know too much about this Just Krista chick. I really don't. I don't know much about her except for whatever happened on ODS's panel. That's the most I heard.
She was the lady on For the Love of Brooke. She was the lady with the big wig on. So that's why I say I feel like she's always on troll mode. I feel like, because who really comes out here with a wig looking like that? Like, for real, friend. For real. Not on no skit, not on no hee ha ha. Like, for real. Like, you get up, you put this wig on, and you say, oh yeah, I look good today. And you go live.
I told you guys what I thought about it. I thought it was just giving Shaka Khan. So I was fine with it.
Sure.
Yeah, I was fine with it.
She got to be trolling.
I mean, y'all don't remember Shaka Khan, and y'all don't remember the hair days? Like,
but Shaka didn't look like that, girl.
No. Maybe that's giving too much grace. But I mean, I don't know. I'm all about a big, messy, like, just big and messy. I don't know. And then got the lipstick and the push-up bra and the little waist and the cute little jean. I don't know. I like that little style.
I was waiting for the pigeon to fly out her head at any moment. I was waiting for the motherfucker to start moving, and then the bird beep out.
I like a little messy dude. I might have to go back and rewatch it, because
for landlord to even see that type of thing on the computer and try to throw his whole relation, like, girl, it's not making no sense. It's not making no sense to me. I think all of y'all are trolling at this point. I think every last one of y'all are trolling me at this point.
Yo, Ness has been on it though. Ness, between her love story with Jay Dunn, doing the For the Love of Brooke, Vegas trip. I mean, like I said, she getting the award this year.
Yeah.
She getting the award this year for NAB of the year. Okay. Goes to Ness No Mess. I'm calling it early, y'all. Y'all gonna have to step up your game.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't like Ness. Ness gets a lot of she gets a lot of it.
I don't know why. Like, she's a mess like everybody else, though. That's what I'm saying.
Diva be on her head on the community wall, child. Diva be on her head on the community wall. Like, how she asked her, how are you going to plan a vacation to go see YouTubers, but you can't go see your son on summer vacation? And I had to be like, that's why you're getting the Nothing Ass Bitch Award, sis. Because, I mean, we planning vacations with children this summer. It's summer break. We've got things to do. We include the children. And then, like, towards the end, when we get closer to school, that's when the adults kind of like, wow, before they got to get back in the routine of school, and to shake that summer shit off.
But let me say this, though. That's why Ness don't have her child. And she's cool with that. And she's cool with that. And the kid is good. So it's not like she going like this other mom who left her baby to die in the freaking playpen.
That's true.
To go
That's
on
true.
vacation. So like the kid is good and Ness is fine with it. It's not like Ness comes up here crying saying I miss my son. Or oh, my son just called me, or like she has checked out of motherhood. So,
and I don't know how I feel about that, friend.
Those summer routines sound sad and boring to her. She's like, and that's exactly why I gave mine up. Because bitch, this summer we going to Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's just some people who feel that way. Like fuck them kids and mean it.
Yeah, and mean it. Yeah. It breaks my heart though, friend. It really does. And I like Ness's persona on YouTube. I like her character, how she runs her show, all of the energy that she gives. But it's just
so you don't know no niggas. You don't know no niggas that don't have custody of their kids or not in their kids' life, and y'all are cool. Y'all, you don't have a homie like that, or an uncle like that, or a brother, or a cousin. You don't have nobody like that. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think I do either, but I'm trying to think who got kids that don't take care of them. Nope. Nobody in my crew either.
My husband don't even have friends that don't take care of their kids. That's a no.
Yeah, I don't. No. I'm gonna stop and think about it. Who is it? My dad.
Please hit the like. Thank you.
I had to think. I said, "Who's the ain't shit there?" Anyhow. True story there. So there's niggas out here that ain't paying child support, ain't taking care of nothing, and they're not getting half the smoke Ness is getting. Is all I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Very true. A lot of men are not going to be they're going to be going on Vegas trips instead of, Grand Canyon trips.
Right.
They're going to be going to the strip club instead of the hiking trail. I'm just saying. And then, we'll see the little sprinkle of men with their pictures on Facebook, Instagram, took my kid to the spray park today type of thing, or took them to Six Flags today type of thing. But I do feel like women get a harder rap when it comes to neglect, right? But as a woman, I feel like women should get a harder rap for neglect, period. I don't care. Fight me.
To me, it's when the nigga said we going 50-50, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, on this child and this child support and this child care and this child's needs. Yeah, we're going 50-50, all right. As parents, okay.
And see, I listen to words. If a man comes and says 50-50, I don't want nothing to do with it. You giving me half? No, I want all. Okay, you give me all, I give you all. Half?
50-50.
No.
What you doing with the other 50?
Right.
Giving it to bitches on YouTube?
Period. Just Christus. That's what we're doing.
50-50.
Or
where's the other 50 going?
or we had another love connection this week. Rob Rack and Empress Janet got back together. They got back together last week.
My God.
She was supposed to come see him, I think last weekend, the weekend that just passed, or maybe this weekend. I don't know. That's coming. But anyways, if you missed that show, I think the title of it is Let's Air It All Out or Get It All Out or something like that. Please go watch that show. It was hilarious. Rob never fails when it comes to entertainment. Never fails. Even if it's not intentional, Rob still entertains. He had apparently Rob had someone to come pull up on him, but they kind of like trolled him, saying they were pull up on him. Yeah. And they never showed up, but Rob is walking around the
Rob went to the gas station. Didn't he go to the gas station and he was outside? If they had
seen any other black people there. He said, "Have you seen another black man here?"
Oh my gosh. Roberts.
So they're supposed to be making a sex tape. So if any of y'all are interested in Robert and Empress Janet sex life, they're supposed to be making a sex tape.
What happened at NEK? He went to San Francisco. Wasn't enough for that?
No. They fell out. I don't even remember why she said they fell out, but they fell out. She said he stunk, which is a recurring theme for these men. Every time she leaves them, they stink. I don't know. I don't know. So, they have a whole sex tape coming out, if that's what you like. Uh, mm, poor Rob. Poor Robert L. Rackley.
Listen, I was listening to him. I think he went live yesterday or something. And he's just, I don't know, just drinking. Drinking.
It's sad. Yeah. We're going to see him crash out again. You mark my words. What is today? June 3rd, 2024 at 11:18 CST time.
Oh, he definitely crashing out.
Well, Robert's going to crash out again before the end of 2024.
Oh, absolutely. Which is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Which is unfortunate.
Because he is very entertaining. He is a very good content creator.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to get a crowd. He knows how to bring, crazy conversations. He's very good at entertaining. It's when he has too much to drink that he starts getting chaotic and crashing the fuck out.
Crashing the fuck out. Okay. He
Shout
said he crashed out on his own life. Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be the first time. And then he brought up Tracy because I guess Tracy shared something on the wall. Anywho, neither here nor there.
I haven't watched Tracy in so long, girl. Once Tracy put that baby on them blinds on her thumbnail, it was over with for me. I said, Tracy, you don't get no click and view from me, honey.
I don't. I'm not. She's got me blocked, or this channel blocked anyway. So whatever. Yeah, I went the fuck off about all that bullshit with the kid. I don't like that shit. And I told Vic, and he, Vic want to go link up with Tracy and da da da.
Yeah, that's why you got denounced, Vic, because you just be doing the too fucking much.
Too much and bringing your child around it. And I'm gonna say this. I know we're past that, but I'm gonna say this. When I was hearing about Vic last week, listening to Diva's lives and stuff. I had a flashback of all of the shit Vic does in front of his child. Like how he's in the living room and she's got her little computer there too. And he just be talking some reckless, crazy shit. Like she's been hearing that for years. The shit with Tommy, the shit with Tyra, the shit with Nature Boy. Like you don't see him, earphoned up or in a quiet area. Like he walking around his house. He going to pick her up from school and while talking about some of this stuff.
But he has the nerve to talk about other people and what they choose to do parenting wise or live wise or background or graphic wise. You have no room to talk, Victor. None. The black sector has fed your motherfucking pocket, sir. You want to get up here and brag. They bought me a Honda. They bought me a this. They bought me a that. But when you walk in your house, and we come in with you, we see holes in the ceiling. We see the ceiling falling in. We see caked up nicotine on the walls, and you have a child in there. But you're worried about
Nest
buying you a car. Right.
That's not kept. That's not a kept man, Rocket Queen. Kept means you have the luxury to hire a fucking house service if you want to. That's kept to me. They were dragging the fuck out of him last night on Lemon Show. That shit was so funny. They was bringing up the house auctions and all this other stuff. I fell out the clouds. I said, I love the way Lemon drags Vic. I almost wanted to say, we call him Seabiscuit Lemon. I was going to send him a cash out and be like, tell Seabiscuit back in his stall. Get back in your stall, Seabiscuit.
Back, Seabiscuit. And it's funny. And we've talked about this offline, right?
We know Rocket Queen. But that's not kept.
How Vic wants to dance around everything but a real conversation. He does. He wants to dance around everything but a real conversation. And we wanted to try to have a real conversation with you, Vic, but I think you've taken it it's gone on a little too long. You've done a little too much now for this conversation.
Yeah, I know.
Because there will be no resolution had. There will be no...
Right. It would be pointless.
It would be pointless. It'll be a circular conversation, and we do not do that over here. We don't.
So no, Seabiscuit, your time has come. Just like every other racehorse, bitch. You got to get. You know what I'm saying? Got to get off the
Retire
track.
to your stall.
Retired to your stall, sir. Goodbye. Good fucking riddance.
Let me see in my notebook if I got anything else because it was a long week and a long weekend. We did a live on cults and intentional communities. If you missed that, please go back and watch it.
Listen,
It was
I'm just
it
gonna
was
keep it real with y'all. Friday, I was off. I was off. Okay. If y'all don't
we
know,
both were.
I've got some issues going on. Bitch, I got ADHD and my ass was all over the place. But please go catch the recap. Okay. I
Yeah.
apologize that I wasn't streamlined focused Friday. I just had a lot going on and my brain was
Mm,
fluttered. Great conversations though. They were just kind of all over the place. And I don't like to do that on our podcast. So my bad.
mhm. But we talked about it the other day. Like it set us up. That conversation set us up for so much more.
Mm-hmm.
In a sense of directly focusing on a specific intentional community or a specific cult. Because
Mm-hmm.
in that live, even though it was all over the place, even though it was sporadic, we did get down to what the difference is between an intentional community and a cult. So when we go further into our investigative work of is this a cult? We
Yeah.
have something to kind of go back to say, well, this could possibly be an intentional community because there is no leader with one mission that surrounds around it. The leader is not taking everything from the participants, all of those things that we learned last
Yes.
Friday. So if you missed that, please go give it a click and a view, leave us a comment. And if you know a
Yes.
cult that you want us to talk about,
Mm-hmm.
put it in the comments so we can, because
Please do.
I found a new cult last night, girl, and it was a man.
They're like popping up.
Yes.
Like I don't know if I got my algorithm all junky because I was looking for stuff, but now it's like here, here, here. I'm like, wait, what?
Hmm.
Cult, 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 with some horrendous stuff.
Yes. The story I watched last night was of a man who practiced surgery.
What?
Girl, practiced surgery, amputated legs.
What?
Yes.
That's giving Nurse Ratchet.
Yes.
You remember the doctor at Nurse Ratchet? He was cutting motherfuckers up.
I said,
Oh
wow.
Lord. Well, that could be considered. Is I would consider the BBL community a cult too.
Mm.
Since we cutting people up, I would consider the BBL community a motherfucking cult too.
Yeah. Remember we said HOAs are intentional communities.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
Kylie was excited about her HOA, baby. She's like, yeah, okay, I live in me an intentional community. You bitches could never.
Okay. Period.
Love you, Kylie. Love you.
Period.
I could
So
never.
wow, not somebody cutting some shit up.
Yes. No, Daquan, we did not hear what happened on Mo 3 Day. I completely forgot it was Mo 3 Day. Shout out to you, Mo 3. Shout out to you. Every time we hear a song and I tell my husband, I'm like, the Mo 3 sector is a neighboring sector to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's all, I have to break down what the Mo 3 sector is. And he's like, so they're trying to, keep his name alive. And I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of fighting is what it is.
Yeah. It's a lot
And
of
he was
pull
like,
up.
fighting? I was like, yeah. So, I went and showed him some of the content creators of the Mo 3 sector. And he was like, oh, okay. He said, so basically, this is kind of like the Nature Boy sector that y'all created. I'm like, kind of.
Kind of. Not cult. It could be.
Conversations is the other C.
Conversations with concerned citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
I was like, we should have named this the SAM podcast, the Stay at Home Mom podcast.
Well, I don't think Salt would have liked that because we went through names. We were like, two mixed chicks and Salt or something. We were going through names.
We could have named
Um,
ourselves the Salty Mix Chicks.
the salty mix chicks. See,
That
we
that would
we
have been
could have
it.
came with all kinds of stuff, but conversations with concerned citizens was broad enough that it could touch every community.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we couldn't do like mixed chicks or
Mm-hmm.
we couldn't be
Because I get
too.
enough flack issues now. Okay,
Yeah.
period. What? You're
She's
missing? You're mixed? No, you're not. How
Lurker
dare
let
you?
her co-host sing real nigga moment.
And you know what's funny? I'm glad we're here because I brought this up to my people in real life, like my best friend of 20 plus years. And she's like, they don't think you're black? And I'm like, no, girl. Like, I have to fight for my life on this here internet. And I was like, and I told her it really bothers me. It really, really bothers me. And she told me, she was like, Fred, fuck them people. For
Okay.
real. Because she's like, because you most times are blacker than I am.
Yes, I've said
Your
that many a time.
mentality is blacker than I am.
Yes.
She was like, people have an issue because you're light skinned, but it's okay for them to have white friends. I don't know. Again, we're gonna have this conversation. Y'all. We're gonna have it.
And then we are going to, and when we do the Mixed America, I'm going to pull up some of my elders so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm even going to pull up because you've seen my sister, my older sister, and her and my daughter, you said resemble each other. Okay. So it's just been that way in my family where and our genes are strong. You look at all of us and you can tell that we all came from each other.
Right. Because Thought was like, if that's your dad, you look exactly like him. I'm like, that's my dad. I look just like my dad.
Yeah.
But a different skin complexion.
A different color. That's it.
My brother looks just like my dad, but white as motherfucking snow. Okay.
It just
Be
it
mad
is
at
what
God.
it is.
Don't be mad at me. Okay. Be mad at God. Take it up with God. Period.
Okay.
Period. Take it up with God.
Take it up with God, or don't. Or don't stay. Just hear him saying, keep getting us the view. We'll have Godmomma do a new intro with nigga. Y'all come give us that view, because YouTube will monetize a white lady saying nigga.
This sure will. Okay, this sure will. I remember one time we was on Bigo and somebody brought that issue up to Fundi because Fundi was our head family, right? And they brought the issue up to her and she was like, listen, if y'all don't have someone like a Godmomma on your team that can float between worlds.
Oh, yes.
You're not doing it right. I can go talk to the people that you want to talk to and tell them the things that you want to tell them. And guess what? We may not like it, but they'll like it because of what? This right here. So what does it really matter if I'm speaking the same thing and I have the things to back me up into all my plaques, right? To hold up my black card. What does it matter?
Right.
I never get slack when I'm just having a conversation. I get flack when I bring up black issues and I speak on them and my experience with them. And that's when it comes, well, you're not black. Like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Who are you? Who is this white lady speaking for us?
Right. Like, okay, that's fine.
So, that's...
It's funny because I get called Rachel Dolezal. Like, that's the person.
Oh, yeah.
Call me Rachel Dolezal.
Well, that lady was white, though. You're not. So
white.
that, you know what I'm saying? She got called out rightfully so. Like, bitch, you are white. Like, let's stop playing. We seen your family. And ain't nobody in that gene pool got an ounce of nigga in them. Okay.
But Rachel did a lot for the black community.
She
want
did.
to throw her under the bus because she.
Yes, I do, because bitch, you came under a fraudulent pretense. If you just would have came out and said, you know what, I love your culture. I'm a white lady who wears fucking Bantu knots. I'm a white lady who loves her little braiding, her sewings. I'm a white lady that, you know what I'm saying, I'm here for the culture. You could have came to the barbecue, Rachel. But your ass want to be a fraudulent. So that's why I can't even go there, because it's like, she was white. You're not. So that don't mix over here.
Right.
But let me get over here. Hubby's telling us about these Mo3 people. Let me see. I should have dropped the link for y'all. Sinister's in our DMs. I didn't even think about inviting him today. My bad, Sinister. You'll be okay. Well, you didn't show up Friday anyway, so I don't know what you're trying to show up for today for. I mean, Cash App still dry like a motherfucker. Yes. co-host can get it too on the Rising Transit. Anywho, Daquan says there is a girl named BBW that went to the event of Mo3. Some people said that she wasn't invited, and people said Sko was there and Rainwater was there, and she tried to bring YouTube drama. Well, why wouldn't you? To the event, and some dude got on her. Got on her, like beat her ass. Hold on, we got more. And the dudes to her just to enjoy the event with no drama. Huh? Even though she wasn't invited. Okay, so I guess some lady popped up without an invite. They had, I guess, the higher ups, the Sko, the Rainwaters, and I guess some girl went to go cause some drama. That sounds like a typical Mo3 meet and greet or meetup. That sounds right on. That's.
But weren't they saying? Because I remember I don't really hang out too much.
Right on time.
But they tend to frequent Buddy's show a lot on Fridays and Tuesdays. So that's usually where I get the Mo3 drama at. And they had asked Buddy if he was going, and he was like, hell no, I heard what was going on. And the girl was like, oh, they're not going to do nothing. They said they were going to do something last year and it never happened. So apparently someone had been planning to come to Mo3 Day and act a fool. So I don't know why anyone's surprised, because they said they were going to come and act a fool. They always do. That's just what it is.
Isn't that what's going to happen at the Vegas situation?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody going to act up, y'all. That's just what it is.
Absolutely.
That's why y'all got to do like Fundi. She be making y'all niggas pay entry prices.
Period. And since you said that, y'all, if y'all want to do a little retreat, Fundi is doing a retreat. She is allowing people to stay at her home, or if you don't feel comfortable staying at her home, she will find you
accommodations.
Yes, accommodations close by. She is providing lunch. If you stay the night, she's providing dinner. It's going to be all women, all inclusive. And it's
if y'all don't know, this Fundi used to do this back in the day.
Yeah.
And then COVID came and stopped a lot of that. But Fundi she was in Philly. She's done one in Houston, I think. That's what Fundi do. She does women's retreats, y'all, and they're dope. So get in where you fit in. Go look at Master Fundi Fee. And listen, you got to cuff up a coin. This ain't for play. This ain't for YouTube. And it's non-refundable unless y'all work something out behind the scenes. Okay, so that's what time it is over there. And Houston is she can shoot you.
Okay? Absolutely.
So it's one of those days where she can shoot you if you come with some fuck shit.
Okay? Or she can do one of them hi-ya ta-tas on your ass.
Hi-ya ta-tas. She can defend. Drop the link. Oh, okay, hubby. I was thinking that earlier. I was like, should I just drop the link for Daquan? Because I don't know what you're everywhere. You're like 504. Which shout out to our mod squad. She's been dealing technical difficulties and stuff. So she hasn't been around. And shout out to our other mods as well. We know y'all got stuff going on just like we do.
It's summertime, baby.
Summer.
Oh, one thing that we didn't talk about was the Vic and Grish situation. And Grish was on Vic's top. Okay. And I think that's what caused Vic to say something about his child. I think that's because the Vic and Grish situation was like last weekend, y'all. So I know I'm behind. But I really feel like in my notes, I really feel like Grish turned the king of trolls into troll food, because Grish was making Vic cam up, show the car, show the house, show this, show that, and baby, that's troll 101. You don't answer to trolls. You don't do what trolls tell you to do. So Vic fell under troll pressure and became troll food. But he's supposed to be the king of trolls. And last year, Peeper secured that title, and in my opinion, Peeper is still holding on to the King of Trolls title. If y'all have not seen Peeper's community wall, they are a key. They are hilarious.
But Vic was on the panel last night with Lemon saying, King of Trolls, and they're like, well, what trolling do you do?
Right.
Like, I was like, that's a really great question, because I haven't seen Vic do any trolling in years.
And then, girl, he was looking for papers in a milk carton. in a milk crate. Because Grish was asking him
It's
for
probably over there under the pile of clothes that's on top of the dog crate.
Grish was asking for some type of paperwork or whatever, and Vic was like, "Oh, I got it."
Was it the marriage license?
I think so. And he goes and he's like, "It's in this milk crate," and I'm like, "Really, really, really?"
Not a milk crate, baby. I'm no longer AOV, so I won't be supplying any files or file cabinets. Mm-mm. Hey, hubby, grand rising, babe.
Hey, Lurker. Hey, Godmomma. So I'm gonna go ahead and break. I'm gonna go ahead and break that down. That most three situation.
Okay,
So
let's go. Let's go.
I'm gonna sit back here and smoke my cigarette. Go ahead, hubby.
all right. So the girl BBW. I don't know if she probably go by that name, but I know she go by another name. But everybody know her as BBW. So she went live. She actually did a live about it, and then she was live trying to bring YouTube drama to the event that's supposed to be about Mo 3. But it was some like I think it was Skull or Rain. That was all on the live. And then it was some more dudes saying like, don't bring the drama over there to the event because like this supposed to be about Mo 3. But then she was on live trying to kind of do talking about some where the girl is basically trying to fight somebody, trying to bring YouTube drama and all that. And the dude, then she was trying to get at the dudes because like, why would you bring that? And this about Mo 3? So some people said that she wasn't invited. Some people say she was. So it's kind of like a it's not like a wish-washy type thing, but it's like if you're gonna invite somebody, just invite them. But if they're gonna be the drama, just don't invite them at all.
Child. Like we said, isn't this that shit that they do though on a almost on a regular? Isn't this the same sector that used to go to Cam's boxing events?
And shout out to Cam. I seen Cam did a little interview with Trina the Baddest.
Okay.
Period. Cam out here doing footwork. I know a lot of people don't like Cam, and I don't really like Cam, but you know, he do his little footwork and his little investigative whatever, journaling, maybe not investigative. I don't fucking know.
Listen, when I heard him on that police phone call,
and then tried to say it wasn't him. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I said, how is you the king of throwing heads, but you calling the police on this man? What? What? And Duke probably just wanted to talk to me, just wanted to have a small conversation, you know? Who knows? But it was funny because he had been calling Duke, right, all week, all month. Let's fight. And then he says, well, you gotta work around my schedule, man. What? We gotta work around a schedule to fight. He said, I sent in my schedule when I was available to fight. What?
Who else was there with the Mo 3? Was Queen 88 and all them over there? Was Skoka? Who was there? Just the man or what?
Well, at the event, I don't know, but she was the only person that actually did live. It's on YouTube. And other situation over there in the Mo 3 sector. Y'all know it's so I got information about it. So
okay, come on. Where y'all get on? Where the train's moving, we go into the Mo 3 sector and we don't ever go there. So this is gonna be stay inside and look through the window. Okay. No. Okay. Don't get out. Keep your items where you can see them secure.
So everybody know who SD is. He visit Mo 3 and Queen 88. So they YouTube, I don't know if it's like a YouTube relationship or family like type relationship. Everybody trying to make it seem like Queen 88 and SD like brothers and sister like. So Queen 88 did live and I think it's SD. Might be wrong, might be right. But saying he was at on Queen 88 live and he went down to sniff down at the cat of 88, talking about it don't smell bad. Like everybody questioning that.
I'm like, is she pregnant though? or no?
No, not anymore.
That's what everybody's saying. So it just might be just for content, click views. You never know.
Mm, 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 mm. Damn. That's one thing I won't be wishing on myself, y'all. Y'all ain't never got to worry about Godmomma coming out here telling y'all she pregnant for a click and a view, bitch. Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again. Okay.
Not for a click and a view. Could you
No, thank you.
imagine? Oh my
No, thank
god.
It
you.
did. I think she was what she did a live twerking and doing all that. So everybody's still questioning if she is pregnant or
Well, I mean, what was the girl, Sexy Red? Wasn't she everywhere twerking, big ass, pregnant and shit? So
yep.
yeah, I can't really say because the girl's twerking, she's not pregnant. She may be exercise, getting her what is it? I'm over here moving. Get her hips ready to push something out. But I
Well,
think
they
this
say,
wouldn't this be her ninth kid though? Girl, let
yeah,
me shut up and go on mute.
yeah, it would be. But they say that though, when you get pregnant, you're supposed to keep the activity you had before pregnancy, and you'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you'll be
Yeah,
all
my
right.
cousin was running miles, okay?
Hmm.
Marathons, period.
All right, you'll be all right. So yeah, that can be an indicator of pregnancy or not. Um, but again, this ain't our location. This ain't our people. We don't know much about them. All of this is hearsay. And I guess shout out to Mo3 sector. I don't know. Y'all get in, hurry up. Hurry up. Everybody get in your seats. We got to go before they start shooting. And if y'all don't know Mo3 and all that, that is South Dallas. That is Dallas area. And if you from Texas, you know exactly what that means. Okay. And if you're not, it's kind of like a um
Go on
it's a
and
place.
say it, girl. Go on
I
and
was gonna
say
say
it.
that's where you want to keep your windows rolled up. Okay. Lock them doors. Keep your windows rolled up. That's what I will say. Twerk
That's
that
why
baby right into breech position.
that's why y'all heard the train speed up, Chuck, because we can't be too slow going through the Mo3
We
sector,
got
period.
to keep it pushing. We're gonna go back to some familiar areas. Okay. We went and seen South Dallas real quick. Hurry up, y'all. Come on. But let's move on though. I wanna because we didn't get into the brook yet. And I know
Mm,
we were just over at Beef Sector talking about the stuff that was happening with Lemon and stuff. But let's get into this Beef Sector real quick. For the love of Brooke, I did catch up on some of that. And
mm-hmm.
that was a hot mess as well. And shout out to ZX because Baba really is a messy nigga.
He
He
really
got,
is.
you know what I'm saying? He gonna fire up alive. Let me cam up for you, Baba. Let me cam up for you, Baba.
Girl, because he thinks you is the best thing since sliced bread,
And
okay?
I might be. And I might be. You know what I'm saying?
We need a cash app, Baba,
We're gonna need more than a
Rosebud
cash app, but you know what I'm
with
saying. We'll
more
we'll, we'll
S's.
start there. So, Baba Brooke has this for the love of Brooke game show. I don't know what to call it.
Me either. A dating show, maybe? I don't
Dating
fucking
show,
know.
game show, dating show, whatever. For the love of Brooke, he was calling for me when. When was Baba calling for me? You know how to send a kite. Oh, to hit his panel yesterday. Did I drop down in his chat yesterday? I might have. I might have. Was that yesterday? No, I didn't drop. I don't know. Maybe I did. I was doing a lot yesterday. He was calling for me. Lurker, if you're out there, hit the panel, queen. Hit the link, queen.
Hey,
Come on up
mama.
here. We want to hear what a nothing ass bitch got to say. Well, anyways, so Brooke, she has this game show, this love for the love of Brooke, and quite a few contestants pulled up. It was
Okay.
way better than the one for Bree. Bree's was just shit talk. Oh, you didn't see me? It wasn't okay, so I wasn't there. Fuck you need me for?
I feel
Um,
like they trolled the fuck out of Brie, but continue,
they
friend.
did. They
Yeah.
did. And that's why she said she was taking shots. She just pouring her crown peach. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, fuck it, let's get it over with. So Brooke did the same thing, but hers was a little more together. The men were excited, the ladies were excited. Intrinsic was on the panel. I did not catch it all because I'm not relationship dramas or situations just don't entertain me. So I couldn't watch it all.
It was interesting. I went back and I didn't watch it live, but I did go back and catch the replay. And it was interesting to especially the difference between For the Love of Brie going into For the Love of Brooke. It was very, very different. I think
Mm,
all of the contestants really did a good job.
mm-hmm.
What I didn't like was towards the end, because I would have never known that they asked Just Krista to come up there and pretend like she wanted to be in a relationship with Ness and these things because they didn't know if there were going to be very many people pulling
Mm,
up or women were going to. So they wanted her to kind of be like a woman that wanted her. And I would
mm-hmm.
have never known if they wouldn't have said it at the end. And
Mm-hmm.
that was kind of like, damn, you ruined the whole show for me now. Because I really thought just because that's why I said earlier, I feel like Just Krista is trolling the fuck out of Maya and
Yeah,
Landlord because this
yeah,
is natural for her. It was so natural
yeah.
for her to pretend like she wanted to be with Brooke and,
Mm-hmm.
all of the things. And it was, I was just like, wow. Because at the end, she was like, I really don't like women. And so, thank you guys for having me. And Brooke was like, thank you so much for, coming up here to be a seat and participating because you didn't have to. And I'm like, damn. So she didn't really want you. You just had her come up here to pretend like you did. So how many other people pretended like they wanted you?
It's
But I
crazy.
did
But
like
that's for
her and
content
Phil.
though, right? Because that's what
Yeah.
they do on TV. They go get
Yeah.
people who are married to join The Bachelor to spice it up or to,
Hmm.
you know, damn.
I did like her and Pill's interaction though. Her and Pills had a really good back and forth conversation.
Brooke and
Uh huh.
Pills. Yeah.
Hmm. They had a really good, it was a really good. It's like they had known each other for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked how it ended, but it was just like, next time when we polish it up, let's leave out the part where we called people to come pretend that they wanted to be in a relationship with you. Okay, after when it hits it when Ness hits end live, that's when you say thanks for coming to pretend like you wanted to be with me. Just say so.
Or don't. keep it raw for us. Cool. We love when the fourth wall comes down. It's fine.
I was like, wait a minute. And then so that turned out a whole shitstorm with Brooke and Malik, right? Because then
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's where,
Pizza
yeah, we're
came out
getting to that.
here. Pizza came out and said that Malik said Brooke doesn't even have a baby.
Yeah.
But when
So
I
that's
went
what
and
we're
tried to find that out, I couldn't find where
mm-mm.
Malik had said that anywhere.
Yeah, I couldn't find that either because I did look because I like to hear it from the source and how it was said. And because, people like me, I don't relay it quote for quote. So
Hmm.
that's why I screen record and record because, bitch, hell, they said no, but really they said just not yet.
Right.
Anyways, so with Brooke, she is claiming to be separated, legally separated from her husband, and her husband corroborated that as far as
Hmm.
the gist of what I got from him. But there
And
was
these
some
messy ass
tension.
bitches have pulled up her paperwork and they
Yeah,
found the
Grish pulled up
paperwork.
her
Hmm.
paperwork, and it just there was still some tension there though with Malik, and I understand that not wanting to bring whatever they have going on publicly. I
Right.
completely understand that. However, before Brooke did the love show, she was kind of already parading around her stuff.
Hmm.
So what did you of course the game show or the For the Love of Brooke was going to bring some tension, especially if there wasn't somebody faking it. If
Right.
everybody was faking it, I don't think there'd be tension. But
Right.
because Pills got up there and they seemed to, like you said, have a genuine connection,
Hmm.
that might have put some pressure on the spouse,
Hmm.
separated or not. Hell, how I reacted. I'm like, 7 months. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I know we've been divorced 5 years. I don't give a fuck. Who is this bitch?
Right.
So I get it, but
I get where he's coming, but again, let's give Malik the flowers he deserves because he's really not being a messy ass motherfucker out here. He's really
mm-mm,
not.
mm-mm,
Like
at
a lot
all.
of these other married men who be hitting panels and being messy as hell, Malik is
Mm-hmm,
not doing that.
mm-mm,
Malik will hit a link and say, "Listen, I ain't got no beef with nobody, and I'm not trying to put my soon-to-be ex-wife's business out here. Have a good night,"
have a good night.
and moves on.
and moves on. I like that too.
Mhm.
I like that. So I don't think Brooke should have spazzed out as hard as she did.
Right.
Especially if you're cool with Ness, you should know Ness, even though it's Ness no mess. You know Ness got all the mess.
All the mess.
So I don't know. I don't think from what I saw, let me drop down. From what I saw, I didn't see what let's back this train up. Let's tell people what happened. First of all, after the For the Love of Brooke, she chooses pills, or her and pills end up getting closer. Then there's some talk about the ex-husband, or soon to be ex-husband. He ends up making his way through a chat or two. Ness does a whole thing, a whole panel or a whole live stream, because she got word on the back end saying, hey, Brooke just used you. It was all a setup play. So then Ness tries to spin that to make some content, but that's what Ness does.
Right.
Brooke gets up there to say, hey, that's not what this is. Fall back. You don't know, da-da-da. Ness goes left, of course. Brooke drops down. She goes and starts her own live stream, and it just chaos ensued after that. ZX was able to fire up a live stream and get Malik to hit his link. And Malik, like Godmomma said, didn't say too much. He wasn't a chatty patty. You know what I'm saying? He said, keep my name out your bullshit, and y'all just let Brooke do what she do.
Right.
But there is these rumors now swirling about Brooke don't really, because Brooke supposedly had a baby that's, a year old or less or something. She's got a newborn situation going on, and now they're saying there is no baby. Brooke put on her community wall that she's done with YouTube. You guys can go fuck off. But then she came back and said she will address us. I'm not sub to her, so if she goes live, she goes live. Not my monkey, not my service.
I subscribed to her when she started her great debate. Yeah, I subbed to her, but I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And my advice to you, Brooke, you may not ever hear this, or you may hear it. I don't know. My advice to you is to get back to the great debate. We struggle with that a lot over here on this certain podcast, where when you are having quote unquote real content, a debate, a conversation, a topic, yes, your numbers drop. Yes, your numbers don't look like they're numbering the way that they would be numbering if you were up here dragging someone for their, inches of their life. But again, if you stick to it, we're in 3 seasons now. If you stick to it, the hard work pays off. It really does pay off. And if the great debate is your passion, your baby, like this is our baby, do not give up on your baby. Don't give up on your passion, because you're surrounded by people who do opposite from you. Doesn't mean that what they do is wrong or right, but it's opposite of the type of content that you, Brooke, are trying to bring. So you're going to face different obstacles when it comes to, your channel and what your chat looks like and the participants of it, and your good Judy's not showing up when you're doing a conversation that is really, means something to you, but your good Judy show up when you're ready to drag their op. That's just something you're going to have to be okay with. That's something you're going to have to swallow and either push through or give up. One or the other. And there were many times Lurker and I was like, we would call each other on the back end and be like, bitch, fuck this shit. Let's forget it. And then we'd circle back around too. But this is what we enjoy.
Yeah.
We enjoy having these types of conversations. We enjoy bringing topics to people and having in-depth conversations. We enjoy trying to find a solution out of chaos. We enjoy that. So if that means that we only have 3 people in the chat when we're having an in-depth conversation, and we have 40 people in the chat when we're dragging Vic, it is what it is. We appreciate the 40. We appreciate the 5. We appreciate the 10. This is what it is. You can't give up. Don't let YouTube take you from.
And this is an application, guys. Once you realize it's a tool, like use it. Don't get used by it. Use it. So even it's just for any other craft. Same thing. I know there's a million podcasters. Well, guess what? Now there's 1,000,001 type shit. I know there's 1 million debates. Okay, well now there's 1,002. That's That's just what it is. Do you? And if you want to separate yourself from the drama and the issues, that's when you just say, all right, I'm good. Y'all have a blessed day. You can stay your goofy ass in the chat, but just shut it down get off the panel. If they're going to use you for content, they're going to use yours, and you don't want to be, I promise you it dies out so fast in these sectors. If you don't feed it, it dies out quick. They're like, okay, day 3. Anyways. But it's when you start feeding it that it lasts 2 weeks, a month. It becomes the summer trend, the summer topic, the summer blowout, all of that. So just remove yourself.
Lady Law has struggled with the same thing, moving her channel over, from her dragging a bitch's head off her shoulders to now I'm going to cook for you. She had to go through the process too. And shout out to her for not giving up, because it can get to where you're like, man, I don't even want to do this no more because it's not what I thought, or my expectations aren't being met, and that's fine. We talk about this a lot over here. We have to stop placing expectations on people, and they don't even know the expectation you've placed on them, right? How dare I say, you don't share my shit if I've never asked you to share it, right? How dare I place that expectation on you if I've never even asked you? Now, Salt, you are in hot water.
Send this Negro the link so we can chop it up on live with this motherfucker. Why?
Because I know you got them 18 wheels turning. I know them 18 wheels is turning. I know they turning.
But here they're sending little giggle. He giggly and wiggly. Oh, okay. What time is it? He might not be up yet. It's barely turning 10 a.m. for him. But he replied. He's sending a giggle to my voice note that I said he getting fired. You're fired. Said Godmomma. Donald Trump edition. Child, let's get into that. Okay, I'm done with the sector. I know you got time for a second or no?
Yeah, we got time.
Oh, okay. So
before we leave the sector, I just want to put this note out here because it's in my notes. I want the audience to answer this question for me.
Uh-oh.
Why does Robert L. Rackley always wear shirts that came from a teenager's side of the store? Barely adulting. Like, he always got on these juvenile ass shirts. But he's a high value. Oh my God, it irks me because he speaks like he's a high value man and and I'm like, bro, you come on here every day in a t-shirt that I can get at Walmart for $3.98. Now I'm not.
Oh, like graphic tees or something. Yeah.
A grown up, like, girl. Anyway,
he's saving his money. He was live the other day, and I'm a coin saver too, so not too much on the graphic tees, bitch. Because I love me a good old gas station clothes. Don't do that. Y'all don't do that because I love me. Y'all know I love to thrift. Y'all know I'm a secondhand type of bitch. But he said he was saving money because, he said he went and spent so much money he had to get in savings, but that he was saving money because when he gets out of the hotel, he wants to do something like bigger than just like normal. So he doesn't want just like an apartment. Like, he's looking to like really upgrade. So maybe that's all he's spending his money on for right now. Because he's in a hotel. Hold on. He's in a hotel. So I don't want him wearing shit flyer than me, nigga, and you in a hotel. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, friend, like, I will literally, oh my God.
Well, pause for the cuts because I got to use the restroom, but your co-host is here.
I'm just saying, like,
Hell, he bombed himself while Jared was out there.
He did.
I call them the Bobby and Whitney of the sectors. That's really our Bobby and that's our Whitney. Okay.
He really did.
I dropped him. He's in a hotel. Exactly. Will you get it? You're in a hotel. Why would you be? What's the need to be fancy? No, stick with your graphic tees from Walmart and have a savings.
But see, that's what I was going to say. I go to bed and I wake up and he in the same shirt, friend. And it's an all-day affair.
No, hygiene, that's a different thing. So is he bathing like a 15-year-old boy or dressing like one or both? Or what's going on here?
Both. Rich right, Salt. Rich right.
Well, good morning. I guarantee Rob Rag does not shower every day. I guarantee he does not brush his teeth every day. You can look at this man and tell he isn't somebody who performs the regular hygienic process every day.
This is true. His braids look like they
Yeah.
stink half the time. You know,
He,
he's
he
not the
calls
type of.
himself. Yeah, go ahead.
Hmm? No, I was just
No,
gonna
I
say
say
he's not the type of guy who will let me touch. He's not the type of guy I would let touch me because it seems like his hands are dirty all the time. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. He refers to himself as the YouTube sex symbol
Hmm.
while wearing a shirt that says Jurassic Park on it in a hotel room. Roaches
See,
crawling across the fucking table. You're like, yeah, that roaches crawling across where you rest your head at. That definitely makes pussy wet.
and then he's got a air fryer on his nightstand beside his bed. Like that screams brain damage.
You noticed that, huh?
How can you not notice an
That's
air
lazy as
fryer
fuck.
on the nightstand in the back?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, little 6-piece frying by the bed ass nigga. Like, really, bro? Right next to the bed? Like, you can't at least pretend like it's a spot that you would consider your kitchen. Like, he lives the way somebody in prison would live. Like right now.
he really does. He really does. It's like he never left that jail cell. He went right back to it,
Yeah.
and it's
Right.
nasty. Did
Right.
you get to watch him and Empress getting back together? Did you watch that live?
I watched maybe 30
really
seconds of it. I watched maybe 30 seconds of it. As soon as I heard that nigga say, I've been missing you, or I've missed you so much, I was like, nah, he's stupid. Like, they're both idiots.
And then he bought her a ticket. Did you know that? He bought her a ticket to fly out there.
Yeah,
And
I guess.
are you gonna go see their sex tape song? I just want to know.
No, I mean,
Oh my god.
we all three. We all three. Well, you two have seen it thanks to me, but we all three seen what Janet looks like naked. I'm not trying to see her get pounded away by some fucking alcoholic. No, I'm not. I will not see the sex tape. Hey, if they make one and people talk about it, hey, y'all went to go see it. I'm good. Nah, I'm good.
Not
That was
pounded by an alcoholic. Stop.
That was the day Saul almost got kicked out of the podcast situation. Child.
He needs to
Check
be.
it out though. Check it out though. I'm not about to watch no fucking sex tape when there's a fire hazard right next to. What if they knock over the air fryer? What the fuck then? What is he going to do then about his fried food needs?
Well, Empress Janet said that she was getting her own hotel, that they would not be staying in the Roach Motel, that she was getting a, like 4 or 5 star hotel because darling, that's her favorite thing to say, darling. She would never be caught in that hotel with Rob. Period. Okay, she's got too much class, darling.
Yeah.
But them
Too much-
motherfucking them videos and pictures did not.
How do
scream
you
class
have too much
to me.
class, but you're going to see Rob? Like, okay. But, I mean, I get it.
See, and this was the thing. Like Rob was saying to the audience that when Empress got there, he was gonna choke her up, he was gonna beat her up, he was gonna do all of these. He was gonna RAPE her because of what she did, and da 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 da. And then Janet comes back and tells the people that she's just going to get the refund for the plane ticket while Rob went to the bathroom. She told the people she's going to get the refund to the plane ticket. She's not even going to go out there. Then she goes on to say that when she does go out there, she's going to beat him up.
Oh my gosh. Rocket Queen says she might have NEK in the other room.
Can you imagine that? It's a setup between her and NEK to beat up Rob, right?
She's already beat him up before, so I mean,
they better be careful because if they open up the door and he done already had that air fryer fried up, hey, he can, it could be a literal hot mess. Did it?
oh my gosh, what a mess! Now that's some YouTube content for you right there.
That is some YouTube content.
Oh man, what a weirdo. You guys were saying, hold on, I heard you guys saying how he's like comfortable, like he's got his room set up like a jail cell. That's what we were talking about Friday. That institutionalized.
Mm-hmm.
Like he probably went like how Nikki Crayons was telling us, like when she first moved into her 2-bedroom, she only stayed in one little spot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Wasn't using. So he's probably got that. He probably feels secure and safe,
Safe.
and
Mm-hmm.
he has somebody coming in there like to check on him, like the little housekeepers and stuff. So he's, I don't know.
Because you
It's
got to
probably
think,
a
this
part of his
man
psyche.
gets so drunk at night, he basically just crashes out. So
Right.
he,
So it keeps him somewhat
yeah,
on schedule or
alive, maybe.
yeah. Yeah.
People have tried to make excuses for him and everything. I live in California just like he lives in California. There's no different time as far as Southern California and Northern California. This man has been drinking 9 and 10 o'clock in the fucking morning. Ain't no, oh, well, the time difference. No. I'm in California. When it's 10 o'clock for him, it's 10 o'clock for me. So, 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 a.m. drinking. No, that man is an alcoholic. He enjoys, as long as people like that, as long as he has enough to get him a beer, he don't give a fuck what his living conditions are. I don't know about y'all, but I can't. If I know when the lights go out, 2 or 3 roaches is gonna pop out of nowhere and start searching for food, I cannot live comfortably like that. But apparently, he's god damn, he over there talking about how he misses a psychotic inflated balloon, which is basically what the fuck Empress Janet is. An air fryer next to his fucking bed, roaches all over the place, saying, "I'm a YouTube sex symbol and y'all jealous of me. I dog bitches and I dog bitches' throats." Like, really, bro? Really?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And see, in
You don't believe what?
Janet,
That he's the YouTube sex symbol?
hell no. Now he dogs bitches, but I doubt he dogs bitches' throats. But Empress Janet, if you hear this, if you're listening, I would really appreciate you to come over when we have our Mixed in America conversation, because you said something on that live that day that really made me giggle. In a sense, as she said, she was the perfect woman for Robert Rackley because her white side could empathize and sympathize with him, while her black side, was going to hold it down for him. So I really want to have that conversation with you.
I would love that.
That's
I
an
would
interesting way to put it. It's interesting because I have been told like mixed people are the best of both worlds, and it makes me cringe. It really makes me cringe. But to hear another mixed person say it is kind of like, okay, I need to hear more behind this. More behind it. More.
Not her black side can hold him down.
That's what she said, girl. And my black side will hold him down like a ride or die.
Wow.
And I'm like, but I get cussed out.
She's got that backwards actually, but go off.
Right?
Okay.
But I get cussed out because I'm lighter skinned than Janet. But Janet can say that her black side is going to be a ride or die. Like,
delusional.
I don't understand this. Like, okay, because you have,
hold on.
in your blood. Yeah.
Okay, start again. You were breaking up a little bit.
Oh. Is it still breaking up or is it good now?
You're good now.
Okay. Yeah, I never understood that, because you got like white genetics or white in your blood and everything, that just automatically means you're gonna like the show friends, you're gonna like all that folk music or something. I don't know what people don't understand. It's like it all depends on where the fuck you grow up. If you grew up around country music, yeah, you're probably gonna like country music, whether you're white or black. If you grew up in the hood, you're probably gonna be kind of hood, whether you're white or black. I know hood ass black girls just like I know hood ass white girls. It's like, oh no, you have a little bit of white in your blood, so automatically, yeah, I assume you like these things over here. You don't like your food flavored. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's stupid. Because if you say some sideways shit to somebody who's dark skinned, oh yeah, now I know you like eating goat meat. I know you like just bullshit like that. Like just dumbass bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Well, because you know how Africans, they be herding goats and shit, eating goat meat. But yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, just dumbass shit like that. I'm just like, I don't know. People are dummies.
There you go.
I mean, I said this on Friday. Like, there are some dumb people that walk this earth. It's just, that's why we can't have expectations. That's why people don't have the same morals. We brought up in different cultures, different areas, different geographical locations. And that's why my common sense ain't everybody's common sense. So this is common sense for me. This is morally correct for me, and it don't fly like that across the globe. I mean, which can be a beautiful thing, but then you have to deal with idiots. So,
yeah,
double-edged sword there. Shout out to Rob and Empress Janet. I hope they, you know what I'm saying? I hope they pop off before the Vegas gate. Okay.
I really do.
I really do.
And if Vegas Gate is even still happening, I don't even know what happened.
Well, Lady Snoop jumped in on that. Did y'all hear that last night at Lemon's?
No.
Oh, y'all didn't hear that? Lemon's a little beast over there. I really didn't understand who he was, but I did kind of catch like from the beginning to, a decent time. I guess Lady Snoop, when she heard about Nessa's or something, she put out a private message to a few people and it got back to people basically saying she's a West Coast writer and she's going to pull up wherever she wants to and do her thing. And she also says she has a TV show coming out.
I did see that. Tyler Perry.
Type vibes. It was some network. She said she's going to stay at some house for a couple weeks and it's like a bad girls club. So Lady Snoop has entered the Vegas Gate situation, but she says she's gonna keep it copacetic and she's there to kind of outreach a network and she's on a different vibe. She better
keep it copacetic, child, because that baby. Listen, when you that little,
you caught that? Did you catch? You were there last night, Rocket Queen. Sorry, you heard how he was, and he goes, oh, he caught himself. He goes, oh, look at me sounding like, big hair lady, just Krista.
Oh, just Krista.
He was calling her Snoop, but it was like a Baltimore. It wasn't a Philly accent. It was like a B-more accent. But Philly and B-more kind of run close on accents. So I picked up on that. Lemon does not sound like he's been in Cali very long because he was slipping last night with them U's. You could tell when a ew,
it's like an ew. So, yeah, I love when they say them words because it's ew.
Yeah. So I
haven't really caught too much of women, but Lady Snoop, baby, just keep it cute, okay? Because you're not too big, child. And I hate for you to get out there and get the bapping and somebody gets to swinging, okay? Because Ness may have lost some weight, but she's still a bigger girl, okay?
Well, Snoop said last night she's going to put hands and feet. She was like, I'll put hands and feet.
Oh.
Well, you're going to have to. You're going to have to, Snoop. You're going to have to. And I'm not here to dog anybody's skinny or bigness or anything like that, but you're going to have to, okay? Ness looked like she been rumbling and tumbling, and not too long ago she had pimps and all that situation going on with her life. So, Snoop, I don't know.
Just one quick thing. I know y'all done jumped off it, but I just want to say one last thing. That nigga Rob be jigabooing for white people and shit. But yeah, and that's about it. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Hey, heart is heart. If you got heart, hey, I applaud you. However, size without technique, yo, you gonna get fucked up. If you a much smaller girl and you fighting a girl who got some weight on her, and you ain't had no prior fighting experience, you gonna get your ass dog walked. Have y'all ever seen that show, West Coast Baddies? Them bitches be chunking. Them bitches be going at it like fucking pit bulls.
She said she was kind of bringing that flair to the new show she's going to be at, West Coast Baddies, South Central Baddies, or something like that. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what she said. She said if she had to fight Snoop. Y'all go check Lemon's last live. It was just last night. Y'all go check it. Snoop hits the panel. Lemon lets people play his stuff. So I don't know if you guys want to watch it together, but I was thoroughly entertained on Lemon's show last night.
I didn't.
He was dragging Vic. He was calling Snoop out. I said, oh, wow. He called Black Sector dead. He was like, don't go over there unless you want to produce magic to resuscitate these motherfuckers from the Black Sector. Lemon was on it yesterday. He was. Right there. Because Vic was telling Pills to go to Black Sector. He was like, if you really want some shit, you know what I'm saying, go to Black Sector. And Lemon was like, why? So he can resurrect the dead?
I've been hearing more and more people say that, and I'm one of the people who's been saying the Black Sector is dead. I've been hearing people say Black Sector is dead, this and that, and then there are others who say the Black Sector is dead. My thing is, for anybody who gets bothered whenever people say the Black Sector is dead, provide a small handful of reasons as to why it's not. Like, point out why it's not. Give reasons as to why it's not, because I can give you plenty of reasons as to why it is.
I don't want to be petty, so I'll give no reasons. But please give us yours on why
I mean, my
it's dead.
reasons would be this, and they're very basic reasons. Because the reason why the black sector is not dead is because the content creators in the black sector still go live. Now, regardless if they don't have very many people in their chat, I don't know, but we still have talking heads, I guess is what you want to call it. Talking heads.
Well, I want to know why
Well,
ZX was saying he want to hear from the women of the black sector and called my name. Nigga, what? I'm not a woman from the black sector.
Right, but you're a troll, remember?
Yeah, I'm a troll. Which one is it, ZX? Which one, Papa?
well,
I want to hear from Lurker.
I'll say it in terms of this. When I say the black sector dead, I count stagnation as being dead. In the black sector has not grown. Not since, I would say, maybe 2016, 2017. It hasn't grown. Not really. It's the same exact people in the same exact chats on the same exact channels talking about the same old beefs. Some people have to outsource beef. It's gotten to the point to where back in the day, we used to cook Monty Woodgrain because he was the only one who did skits. Now it's the black sector's thing to do skits. Nah, we used to cook motherfuckers for that shit. It's stagnant. So when I say it's dead, I'm like, okay, it's not moving anywhere. People have even called out, even numbers wise. There's only at the max, maybe 2,000 people in the black sector. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
And then you gotta look at people's subscriber list, and then this is how I know people still buy subs. And it's like, hey, if you want to do that, by all means, I ain't judging you too harshly. However, the numbers are not numbering. You have how many people viewing you live? Then you have how many people in total watching the video, and you have how many subscribers?
Yeah.
There's the black sector's dead because it's stagnant. Like it's
But
boring.
can we talk about why it's stagnant, Salt? Because we've talked about it behind the scenes, but we've never really talked about it, up here.
I'm one of them, Rocket Queen. You met me after 2017. I'm a new person. Salt met me after 2017.
Yes, the Nature Boy sector was one of the last real big active situations. But we've talked about this before. Back to you. Okay, let's go back to the King Curl situation when the black sector did get really active, right? What ended up coming out of that? Lurker got called for saying she donated $10K and sent titty pics to Nature Boy. My Facebook account started to get trolled. So that's
we haven't got porn bombed yet, though, so that's still on the table, guys. We haven't been porn bombed yet.
We still have to check that off our list.
We haven't checked that off. We've never been porn bombed,
but we make sure it's a cute one, okay? I don't want to,
or not, or not.
I don't. No, or not.
Anybody who decides to do that shit, just wait till I leave the panel, because these motherfuckers will bring your ass up. Just make sure I'm not on the panel. I'm good.
We're gonna make sure Salt on.
We don't drop the link in the chat, so that's why we probably don't get porn bomb. But if one day we're feeling froggy and you are too,
swing it, helicopter.
We need a wet pant competition. We need a wet pants competition, a sweatpant competition, a whoopty whoop. I want to see these. Oh, the men that chop wood. Y'all want to do titty competitions and wet t-shirt competitions and twerk competitions. I want to see, can y'all chop wood?
And all the muscles in the arm be defined. Girl,
I want a competition
because we got to see them
This winter. Can you save me? Should I be scared of you or the bear? Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong. I was thinking last night, we should do a little back to school giveaway, talent show, whoop-de-whoop contest type of thing. For parents, not necessarily for parents. I won't be that rude. But kind of before we get back to school, kind of give people a chance to do some things. I was thinking of karaoke because that was just the day I was sitting here singing Whitney Houston with my heart out in my microphone. But I was thinking we could do something before school gets back to kind of put some money in somebody's pocket, because we about to be dishing out hella money when school goes back in session. Well, my good sis Lurk might not be, because she got one out the high school. She got one left, but one baby is grown now. grown.
College bound at that. Not even out of high school, nigga going to college too. So period.
Amen.
Yeah,
And
we're
shout
we're
out
we're
to all
we're
the
at an
graduate
age now.
parents.
Right, we're at an
Mhm.
age now, guys. We've met that. Real
Mhm.
quick though, I wanted to tell Rocket Queen. Rocket Queen, did you see my throwback videos I put on the NAB channel? If
Oh
not,
my
go
God.
watch it because I think you'll appreciate them.
If you guys did not see
Please.
those videos, please go watch those videos.
Here,
I
let me
got
put
my
a link
whole
to my
life.
NAB channel for you guys. I'm sure you have, but if not, go watch it. I did some old videos back in the day. I used to edit videos. You know what I'm saying? I used to be,
Can
you know what I'm
you
saying, the lurker for real.
just for the cause, can you pull up the merger video? Because I feel like some people don't really understand the merger that happened with us and why it happened, how it happened, where we came from. Because a lot of people are, not Black sector
Yeah.
is dead because I'm not Black sector. So if you want to say Black sector is dead, that's fine. I'm not Black sector.
You're not even Black sector, Godmomma. You're a
Sure,
white
that's
lady from the nature boy sector.
And really, if we want to get
how
to
you
it,
said
I'm
you're
not
not.
even nature boy sector. I'm cousins. Put the
We're
gloves
cousins.
up in the chat.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
you know how you said because Lurker, you told me before that Vic came over there and he was fucking with Nature Boy and shit, and that's how you became privy to him and thus privy to the Black sector, right?
Correct.
This is what I'm talking about. What the fuck did Nature Boy have to do with the Black sector? Remember what I said? Niggas be having outsourced beef. Niggas have to look for shit outside of the Black sector in order to try to keep the Black sector running. That's what I'm talking about. Nature Boy didn't come to the Black sector. No, motherfuckers sought him out. That's one of the things I was talking about. See? So I'm not bullshitting. It's like people are outsourcing beef and other content to other sectors. Like, and then other sectors, they don't boost us up like that. They don't boost the Black sector up. They don't be sharing the Black sector like that. And even if so, they know it's a bunch of bullshit over here. Like, dead ass.
No, it took me years. It took me years to even entertain a Tyra, a true Freeman. I didn't give a fuck. It was only when Vic was talking about Bishop and sucking his dick and blah blah blah, and I was over there, But I would do a lot of that stuff on Instagram. Yeah, so I would drag Vic a lot, and he would try and tell y'all he would try and tell the Black sector, y'all go over to Instagram. They got the squad over there. They got these ladies. Lurker cams up. She pretty. Ooh wee. Vic was my first cheerleader over here in the Black sector, to keep it a buck. Okay. Even though we bumped heads, all this other stuff, and someone else brought that up. Oh, Vic did on Lemon's Live. They were saying because I guess Vic left a comment under Ness's photo talking about, ooh, if I wasn't married or something like that. And Vic's like, do you know how many YouTube wives I have out here? He was like, please, that's just how I talk. And I hate to say it, back to these niggas. These niggas ain't shit. And Joy, you should know that by now.
Mm-hmm. Joy should definitely know that by now.
Wait. What do you mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I think Vic is a dumbass, but what you mean niggas ain't shit? What did Vic say was wrong? He said if I was not married, then yeah.
I don't like all that if shit. I don't like all that.
Because you entertaining somebody, right? You're making them,
I don't really like all that if, because you're not. Well, if I was, but you're not.
So why are we saying?
Well, okay. Well, I'll ask you this. How would you feel if you didn't have breakfast this morning?
Here we go. Can you press play? Because I would feel just
Hey. Hypotheticals. Hypotheticals are meant to test people's logic and shit like that.
I did not have breakfast today, and I felt great.
Mm-hmm. So he said if I wasn't married, meaning I respect and love my wife. However, I might try to get me a taste if I wasn't with this person who I meant to spend my life with.
I just can't.
Y'all gotta get out your feelings.
Okay, well then, you know what I'm saying? Let me fantasize. Let me hit up the wifey. You know what I'm saying? If you weren't married, wifey, and you know what I'm saying? Lurker's hosting this wood chop motherfucking competition, and these niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your wifey commenting under that. If I wasn't married, I'd be right here. You don't want that from your wife. And if you did, I mean, okay, that's what y'all got.
If you was going through YouTube.
Godmomma, something happened to the mic, babe. Come here.
Yeah, what happened to your microphone?
I don't know. I didn't do nothing.
Something happened.
Okay.
It let me pull you up some. It just totally dropped down. Hold on. Talk to me.
Talk to you.
Yeah, something happened, huh?
All right.
You sound like you're under a desk.
Stinson said somebody get Lurker a lumberjack. Immediately. It's gonna be cold this winter. It's gonna be cold. I'm gonna need, you know what I'm saying, some firewood to keep me warm. Please and thank you. What's up, Stinson? How you doing, mama? Anyway, so Godmomma wanted to watch this video off the first merger. Let's watch it while she come back. It ain't nothing but a minute. Y'all just go over there to the channel and watch it for yourself. I will say these are this one over here, the downfall of Nature Boy, the one I did with Latanya, has me tickled. Oh, that shit was so funny.
70 dicks. I gotta add this up. Nothing happened. I got pulled up on twice and couldn't enunciate.
Who is that rolling? Jabrika, she just sent that?
I want to come to something real quick. Hold on. Right there. Look where it says the Lurker. Remember, he used to say underscore.
Mm-hmm.
So here I go right there. That was my first post saying, have y'all heard about this page? I heard it was a cult. Boom. So right there is when the official merger, I guess you can say, took place. But that's the old school Lurker page. That's where I had a white man is my profile picture. That's where it all motherfucking began. Right there. And here we are now. Talking about his black sector dead. So, You remember that page, Daquan? Baby.
I remember all of that.
I do too. Shout out to Mrs. Marquez.
Yes.
Shout out to Mrs. Marquez. Salute, mama.
Nikki Crayons, Razzle Dazzle, Stinson. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. We ain't up here talking about shit. We just bullshit. Okay, are we done with sector things now? We've been up here 2 hours and ain't said nothing about nothing.
Oh, we've said a lot about a lot. That's what I was going to ask Salty. Why, Salt had my microphone over here messing up. I wanted to ask Mr. Salt. Say one day you was scrolling through the Yuba and you seen your wife underneath a man, he half naked, looking nice. And she says, boy, if I wasn't married, I'd gobble it up. How would you feel? Would you be like, oh.
Not gobbled it up like Thanksgiving dinner.
Period. Gobble. Okay. How would you feel? Would you be like, she's a... Yeah, hello.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll answer like this because I just want to make sure I got it straight. Is that what happened in the Vic and Ness situation? She was half naked and he left a comment saying that, or are you just adding a little bit of extra spice to it? Like, oh, let me
She was
dressed provocative. And he was talking about if I wasn't married, I'd be all up in them things.
Okay, well, as far as that goes, I would say it depends on scenario and circumstance. If a bunch of people are on I'll say it like this: if a bunch of people are on a panel having a conversation about it, it's like, oh yeah, so-and-so's kind of attractive. If I wasn't married, then yeah, I'd hit that. But if you're going out of your way and you see someone half fucking dressed and you're going there to leave comments and shit, then it's a little different. Then it kind of seems like you're giving them the old wink, wink, hey, come over here real quick, talk to me on the low in the back end. Then that's different. So yeah, scenario and circumstance.
Yes, you see what we're saying now?
Oh, okay.
Right. Sometimes, you got to hit it home. You got to hit it where it hits home for people, for them to be like, wait, yeah, no, that does kind of sound a little fucked up. Because, baby, I know if Mrs. Salt was out here under a lumberjack video talking about, I'll gobble them up, Salt gonna be up in the I'm about to kill this bitch.
Okay.
I don't be out here doing nothing. And she over here talking about she gonna gobble up a lumberjack.
A lumberjack.
Lumberjack.
Like it's
Look.
Thanksgiving. He just out there sweating and working and
Right? And Salt over here, like, but baby, I be lumberjacking when I get them trailers off the
thank
hitch,
you.
okay?
Thank you.
What
Thank
about
you.
me?
Right. He's like, bitch, we got central air. You don't need a fireplace.
What were y'all watching before I came up here? What's up with all the lumberjack talk? Did y'all see something and just like it's just been on? Because that y'all are very specific about that lumberjack shit. What were y'all doing?
We were talking about hosting competitions, and I don't know. I just lumberjack seems the most appealing to
yeah,
me.
for the record, y'all are right. Y'all right. It would be a problem. I would take that motherfucker's axe and chop him up in front of her. Like how cute is he now? How does he look now? Is he still attractive? I sure hope so. I told y'all what would happen in the scenario about the siblings and shit. Oh no. Not about the siblings. About if somebody comes and offers you your partner some money. Oh yeah, you let me sleep with your wife. $100,000. Yeah, I told y'all about that scenario, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck would happen? Bitch talking about you.
The fireplace needs wood, Salt. Don't kill the lumberjack when we need wood. I was saying what if? I was saying it's a hypothetical.
See, okay, and
I
I'm
was
glad.
trolling. It's just YouTube.
Right, and I'm glad Salt said that, right? Because Salt wasn't here when we were talking about the Maya landlord and just Krista situation, right?
Yeah.
So, and Salt was like, if she comments under this man's photo, I'm gonna chop the man up in front of her. It's not the man's fault that he's fine chopping wood, Salt. It's not his fault.
Yeah, we can agree to disagree on that. And have y'all not taken a look at my name, Salt Attorney at Law? I've been representing landlord in all this bullshit that he's been involved in. I've instructed him not to speak on certain things. You damn right.
This is great. Let's back everybody back
fabulous.
the train up. Passengers. We gotta
because we've got breaking fucking news here.
We got the attorney at law up here. This is wonderful. Oh, y'all get comfortable. Godmomma, I cannot. I have to dip out at like 12:55.
That's fine. So what is we doing? So
let's get down with this attorney. First of all, is your client okay with you speaking with us? Let's start there.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome, wonderful, great. So, what is he guilty? Is he not guilty? Is he pleading no contest? For the charges of talking to, for the charges of talking to just Krista and giving his real phone number and saying it's a troll move.
Well, to use legal jargon, that's what we call. Contest. Yeah, to use legal jargon, that's what we call real nigga shit. Now, I will repeat to y'all what I said to the last panel that he was on. To everybody, this is some sleazy shit. This is some messy shit. And this happened on Friday. This is some sleazy shit. This is some messy shit. This is content, right? This is shit people could talk about, right? But guess what? To a Cali nigga like landlord, that's just another Friday. This shit don't mean shit.
From Cali. Okay, hold on. Landlord's from Cali. Let me put this in my notes.
He's from Northern Cali.
This is another Cali nigga. Wow. Okay, so we have NEK, we have Lemon, we have Salt, we've got Beasley. And now we have Landlord. Okay, I'm just keeping up with my Cali folks, and that's just the men. I know we got some Cali bitches out here. Okay, go ahead. So that's real nigga shit. This is Cali business. This is just a normal Friday.
Yes, and he is just a single man. Well, what is that women like to say? I don't see no ring on this finger until you do that. I can do what I want. Well, guess what? The same applies for men. He ain't got no ring on his finger, and neither does she. Technically, he is still single. When he files for his taxes, does he put married or single? Oh yeah, that's right, single. So yeah, if he decided he wanted to taste of Christy, what's wrong with that?
Please do.
Is that her name, Christy?
Yeah, just Christy or something.
Krista.
Oh, okay.
Krista.
Oh, Krista. My bad.
Oh, Fern Gully. I love that movie. Y'all remember Fern Gully?
I love that movie. Poor Robin Williams.
They're remaking it into a real.
They shouldn't do that.
But whatever.
Okay. Anyways, but back to landlord and his attorney. Okay, so he's just exercising his God-given right as a single man in America.
Indeed.
Okay. So, do the girls know that, or is he is your client leading these women to believe that he is solely monogamous with them?
Well, this falls back on know who it is you're dealing with. Many people, the majority of the black sector, knew that he was with that Maha girl or Maja. I never know how to pronounce her name. I just say it
We
both
found
ways because I
out
don't
it's
want to.
Maya. It's Maya.
Maya? Oh, okay, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. The majority of people around here knew that he was with Maya. The fact that lady didn't know, and maybe Maya didn't know either. All I'm saying is, dude is single. He really doesn't have any ties to anybody like that unless he's telling her, I love you, we gonna get married, you my fiance now. Other than that, handing out promise rings and shit, other than doing shit like that, it's like, I mean, you can still kind of do what you want, bro.
He did hand
like,
out a promise ring, or that was hypothetical?
No, that was hypothetical. I don't know if he did.
Okay.
I was just using that as an example. Like if you're a dude and you're doing shit like that, you're telling them, I love you, baby this, babe that, we gonna be together, we gonna move in, all that shit. Nah.
Okay, well, here we go, attorney at law. So our social status is defined by our tax filings. So I can't be in a monogamous relationship if I'm filing single on my taxes. These are questions from the audience.
If you make a certain amount, yeah, you don't really gotta worry about that. You don't really gotta worry about shit like that. If you are a top tier man and you handling that shit, hey, you don't owe anybody any explanations. What or not top tier? What's the word that they use? Oh yeah, high value man. You're a high value man. The same rules do not apply to you. That's how society's always been. If you're a high value man, the rest of the rules don't really apply to you like that.
But Rob Rack says he's a high value man, and he ain't no high value man now. So come on now, it's got to be more than what I just say out my mouth.
Well, okay, yeah, and that's why we always say things work differently for men, because reality can get to us. Women are allowed to be delusional, men are not. We can clearly see that Rob Rack is fucked up. Everybody can see that. Men will society holds men to a much different standard than they hold women. You guys are allowed to be delusional. You can be a 6 and land a 10, but if you're a man who's a 6 living in your mama's basement eating Cheetos and shit like that, chances are you probably might not even land a 5. So yeah, if you're a high value man, go ahead.
Hold on. So does high value not equate to monogamy? That can't coincide together?
It doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to. Honesty in high value men doesn't coincide?
Doesn't have to. The rules work differently.
Okay, interesting. I'm glad we're there. Okay, so but this is from the chat now. Shouldn't Krista stop talking to landlord after she finds out that Maya doesn't want her speaking to him? So because Maya says, hey, this is my man, I've been with him for 3 years, shouldn't Krista back away from landlord, regardless of what landlord's doing? Because he's just living a high value man. But out of G code for the women, sisterhood, shouldn't Krista back away?
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. She's not married to him. If Krista doesn't want to back away, she doesn't have to. I mean, who's gonna stop her? What are they gonna do? Meet up and fight? That's the adult thing to do, right?
Over a man? No, absolutely not. I don't care if that's your client or not. But absolutely.
A high value man. Remember,
I don't care if he's high value, middle value, low value.
Does a high value man just mean you're rich? Is that what a high value man is to you?
Because I'm confused.
No,
I am too. Y'all, I have to step away. I hate to be this mom, but I gotta go. Y'all keep this running. I'm gonna listen in on the phone. But is a high value man just you're a high tax bracket? Because if that's the case, I know a few high value men. Should I just let them do what they want? Like
it's one of the components.
It's one of the components. Let's get I need a breakdown of what a high value man, and you're saying that's what landlord is.
I believe so.
Oh God.
Why are you hear my face playing? Is this a troll move? Is Salt trolling me
What?
today?
I feel
Is
like
this a troll move? I'm just
according to
you
CX,
said
you're a troll, so you should recognize one of your own. I don't know. Am I?
Landlord's a high value man. High value men can do as they please. They don't have to be honest. They don't have to be monogamous.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to say if, even when you're married.
Mhm.
Stop playing with me today, y'all. That's what this is, because it's not computing. This ain't computing. This is not, and he knows it's not computing. But go ahead.
Well, no. I know it's computing.
What
It's actually
constitutes
computing
a high value
100%.
man?
But
Let's
you
just
can't.
start there.
But
What
no.
constitutes a high
Okay.
value man?
I'll explain it. I'll explain it. It actually is making 100%. It's making total sense. But the thing is, you're not a man, so you're not going to understand it. I don't expect you to understand it. However, I myself, as a man, I understand it completely. Yes, if you are high value, no, you don't have to be honest because you're so sought after. There's no reason to be honest. It's just like an extremely pretty girl. She doesn't have to be honest. She could tell any man she wants, hey, I'm not talking to other dudes, while behind the scenes she's talking to 12 of them. And many of these dudes will just simply accept it because she's so damn pretty. Many of these women will accept it because he's so damn successful, has so much money, has so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way of the world. So you mean to tell me powerful men don't have more options to do whatever the fuck it is they want as opposed to us? A CEO of a Fortune 500 company, a powerful man, can't do more than we can?
Right,
That
and
the
that's
rules
what
are
we
the same for them?
right. We were talking about that earlier when we kind of first dived into the whole landlord situation,
Yeah.
because it brought us to another conversation that we want to have with the women, in regards to toxic femininity. Because and this is no shot to Maya at
Yeah.
all, but I just feel like saying, well, because and I'm not saying she said this directly, but the people are saying she said this, that just, well, he pays some bills, so, and he comes back home, so it's okay. Like we as women are really going to have to get down to, is this really okay? Just because he pays a bill, it's okay. Just because he comes home, it's okay. Them are some deeper conversations that we have to have, regardless if this is a high valued man or a high valued woman, right? Each person should at least have some type of integrity, and instead of using their status or their money to kind of do whatever it is that they want. Is problematic, in my opinion. It's very problematic for a woman to say, well, he pays my bills, so it's okay. It's problematic. I've done it before. It's problematic because you start overlooking things. You start losing pieces of yourself just because a bill is paid, or just because I have a man at home, or you know those things. Because you're right, so women and men are held to different standards. And I wouldn't say, as a woman, I wouldn't say your standards are higher, my standards are higher. I feel like our standards are both too high in men and women, in the sense of the man that's in the basement of his mom's eating hot Cheetos, playing the game. No woman wants him because he's not valued as a high person, as a high valued man. But he may have a beautiful personality. He may, once as a woman, he gets out of his mother's house, he may blossom into this high valued man, right? But because we place so many expectations on people, we don't even give them a chance. And because people with high statuses have low expectations, they get to do whatever they want.
Well, going back to what you said people should have integrity. That was what we call an ought statement. It ought to be there. Yes, people ought to have integrity. However, the opposite of ought is what is. This is what it ought to be, but here's what it is. Yeah, people should have integrity. However, the more power and the more resources and money you get, not all the time, but a lot of times people get less and less integrity because there's no reason to have it. Because that's, like, honestly, for most people, other than just creating generational wealth, which I'm all for, support that and everything. Hey, 100% generational wealth. People seek out money, power, success, all that shit because it equates to security. Yes, many women will overlook these things. Hey, okay, he's out there fucking another woman, but guess what? He done bought you a house. The bills are always paid. You are secure. You are fed. You are clothed. You are sheltered. Yes, many people
Mhm.
are willing to overlook that. It's been that way since the beginning of since the dawn, not the beginning of time, but since the dawn of civilization.
It
And
has.
I mean, and it's like they say, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
Yes, I do believe people should have integrity. Shit, if I hit the lotto, yes, I would still, my integrity would remain intact. However, it's it's just a slippery slope. So yeah, if she did say that, then it kind of further proves my point. It's like, okay, he pays the bills, so you overlook certain shit because he's helping to take care of you. He's offering you security.
Mhm.
And in
Mhm.
return, you kind of turn a blind eye while simultaneously still giving him pussy every so often. I mean, what ought to
Right.
be,
So
I agree with you. People should have integrity. However, they unfortunately, like, society doesn't. Not these days.
no, I can agree with you. In society does not have integrity. But at some point we got to kind of like hold our counterparts accountable, though, right? Like, um, in a sense of, yeah, bro, you do pay her bills. Yeah, you do this, but do you think it's a good look to be having her looking stupid on the internet? Like, like you don't have to have these conversations in public, but shouldn't these conversations be had in private? And
That
the
I
same goes
agree
for
with.
women, like, hey, you've got a good man here. Why are you, out on the internet flirting with every Tom, Dick, and Harry? Like, I feel like we don't, in some
Could I,
instances, in a lot of instances, we're afraid to hold our counterparts accountable. I won't say
could I
afraid.
address something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
That doesn't make it okay. What the fuck, bro? Hey, Nikki, what the fuck? I never said it was okay. It still happens though. Just because, hey, I never said it was okay. Never did I say, oh, it's okay. I'm saying this is the reason why this shit happens.
Absolutely, and I agree with you. This is the reason why it happens. And even though, I don't agree or I get triggered by certain things that you say, I also have to listen because it is a man's mind. And I can't, even though sometimes I don't agree with how men think or how men view things, um, I still can't come back and tell them that their experiences are wrong. We can have a conversation. That's what I like, to just have a conversation to try and see where we can come in the middle at. Because I know a lot of men feel this exact same way. A lot of men just don't speak it. A lot of men don't voice this opinion out loud, unless you go in those spaces where they do. But your everyday man, you don't see him outside just saying, well, if I pay her bills, then I can fuck off on her. No, you don't see men saying that, but this is what they're thinking. This is what they're thinking. And so as women, we have to listen. I know people kind of got in our comments on the Princella video and they were upset with me because I said I could see some of Princella's points, that I could understand where, she was coming from and some of her talking points. And a lot of people were upset at me about that. But again, when you're upset at me about that, you're coming out of an emotional state, not a logical state. Because a lot of the things we hear men speak, but we don't want to listen. We want to hear what we think they're supposed to say to us. And most of the time, men are not going to say to you what you think they're supposed to say. I grew up with a father, a grandfather, uncles in my life every single day. And men say some things that make women cringe. And I know it's the opposite. I know women say things that make men cringe, that make men just not, if we're going to do it, let's do it. Let's talk about it. Because we're ushering into a society where our men would rather be with other men than women. Okay? So at some point as a woman, we're going to have to sit down, not stand up because we've been standing up. We're going to have to sit down and ask these questions amongst ourselves as women to see what the hell is going on. What is it about us or what is it about them that is making our dynamic so chaotic, that is making our dynamic so turmoilous, and no one ever being able to find common ground. Everyone's just arguing because they feel like they're not being seen, or they're not being heard, or it's I know a lot of people don't like what Salt says a lot of the times, and I don't like what Salt says a lot of the times. But again, I appreciate a man's perspective. I talk to my husband about these same types of conversations, and most of the time he says the same thing. I talk to men in the world, ask them questions, and they say the same thing. They're just afraid to say it to women. If we're going to be real, they're just afraid to say it to us because they know our emotional and chaotic nature will turn the fuck up on their ass. And that's just me being honest and transparent. In no shape, way, or form am I a pick-me or a feminist. No, 36 years of living on this world has taught me a lot when it comes to men and women, and just actively listening to what people have to say,
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily you guys as a chaotic and turn the fuck up nature. It's more so, for the most part, the majority of these men, they lie to women just because they want sex, they want pussy, and they know it's like that. That's why I always tell people, it's real player shit to get whatever the fuck it is you want and not having to lie for it at any point. That's real player shit. And it's
absolutely.
It's I figure not every relationship is for everybody. Not every relationship dynamic is for everybody. However, if you're the kind of woman who's okay with your man paying the bills, and so you turn a blind eye to certain things he's doing, hey, I'm not gonna bat an eye at it. I'm not gonna judge you for it, because it's like many women have done that throughout history. And it is what it is. Like me personally, hey, I win the lotto, I'm still not cheating on my wife. It's like, in the past, before I got married, I had multiple women. That shit is a fucking headache. Having to deal with all those different personalities, no matter how good the pussy is. It's like, I'd just rather not do that. I'll just be rich with you, and that'll be it. Nah, I'm good on that. I don't need all that. I filled my quota more than a decade ago. I'm good. And so it's I don't know what the fuck her problem is. Nikki, fuck you too. I gotta say fuck you on this one. I never at any point did I say it was okay or it's all right or I condone. No, I'm just saying this is the way it is. Yes, it ought to be a certain way. That people ought to have integrity. People ought to not cheat. However, the way it is if you are able to provide security in all these things, many women will turn a blind eye to it because they know that there's more at stake than just them and their feelings being hurt and any insecurity they may or may not have. So yeah, Nikki, fuck you too. Whatever it is you got to get back to. No, nobody really cares. Anyways,
She's been quiet. She went back to quiet. Hey, Chief my squad.
But it's I represent landlord to the fullest. I know what the hell is going on. He's a dude who was married for a certain amount of time. He no longer is, according to him. He's with the girl. He pays some of her bills. He takes care of shit. So if she said that, then hey, she's willing to turn a blind eye to it. It's like, hey, that's their relationship. People trying to make it YouTube content though, and anybody even one thing I will say though is this: bringing that shit online. I don't agree with that. It's like, because I don't know, I get a lot of weird questions in my mind. It's like, why keep this private when we could talk about it online? Like, nah, that's why I told him, bro. I told him straight up, bro. Don't be answering none of these people's questions. You don't gotta explain shit to nobody but those two women. If they decide to fly the hinges, because after all, what are people gonna do? Call you a coward? A bunch of people who don't give a fuck about you anyways? Fuck them.
Yeah, and that's the issue that I had. Was it was like with all parties, just Krista, I can't speak for her because she's not even a part of our quote unquote sector, you know what I mean? But as far as like Maya and landlord, like I wish I would have just like no comment this situation, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been down this road before with landlord and Maya, and him making her look in the outside perspective, Maya might not even give a shit, right? She might not even feel like she looks stupid out here. But from an outside standpoint, people who are viewing and watching, she looks stupid out here for saying. And that's why I wanted to bring that into a broad conversation with the women for saying, well, it's okay because he pays my bills. It's okay. It's fine. You know, it's fine.
He come home every night.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't care. But in reality, you do care. Come on now. I've been that girl. You do care because you call your friend and you say, okay, so you say, girl, I guess I just caught this motherfucker cheating on me once again. You know what I'm saying? You do care. You care. You care. I really think you care.
You care enough to be concerned by it, to be bothered by it. You don't care enough to change it. So there is a level of care, but what level is it? I'm not sure. Either way, fuck what Salt was up here talking about, because I am tired of these Negroes getting a fucking pass. Well, it's just what niggas do. That's what you signed up for. No, because when you laid up pillow talking with some of these Negroes, some of these men's, hey, Lion Pelt, hi, baby. G5, we see you. Y'all hit the up like. When you pillow talking with some of these men's and they have that, what do they say, before nut clarity, before they bust their nut, they be all kinds of things, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm only with you and I'm only with that. And I understand that women are supposed to go off actions and not words, but sometimes they sneak their actions, aka Aunt T up here saying, I'm going to have boys' night, but that's not what, or he's going here, but really going to play poker. So I am tired of it. Y'all gonna quit giving these men a pass. If they ain't shit niggas, let's just say that. One of my clients an ain't shit nigga. What does she expect? Okay, as long as you're calling it out. Not no high valued man. Please stop. Delusional. Child, thought I wasn't gonna snap. So got me fucked up.
I just want to know, because we never got down to what a high valued man is. I kind of wanted to wait for you to come back so you can give your input.
Yeah. So far, it's you got money, and when you're in a different level of money class, you can do as you please. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. Is it really? Because I'm not going to speak too much on my own stuff, but no, that has not always been my experience with these high valued men, and I'm talking big ballers. Nice. Okay, we weren't going to Vegas on no YouTube trip. Okay, that much I will say.
Right.
So
yeah, that's why
they weren't out here doing bitches any kind of way. No, they weren't. They were spending too much money being finance bros and other things. Yeah, I'm not going to say all of them are 100% trustworthy, but no, I need to know, what are you considering a high valued man? Because to me, a high roller is not a high valued man. Okay. To me, a high value man has high morals, integrity, has discipline. That's a high value man.
Okay, so now we're getting into it. Frank, because now
I came back worked up from that car. Now I was
the phrase is high value man, right? So what are these values? That's what we got to find out. What are these values that this man has that he holds in high regard? Because I can value a car thief and hold it in high regard. Does that make me a high value woman? Because I have high values of car thieves and this, and I'm just like, words are very tricky. Words can get you into a cult. Words can make you be a cult member. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yep.
So when we say these things like high value, exactly, Daquan, that's Kevin Samuel's cultish verbiage. Let's get into it.
Okay.
High valued man is Kevin Samuel's cultish verbiage. Because when nobody's speaking about a high valued man until Kevin Samuel's gay ass came out here in his suit and motherfucking tie and told y'all that y'all were high valued. But he always danced around what the values are in the high valued man.
Lion Pelt in the chat said the actual high value man typically won't be valued in a relationship.
The actual, say it again, Lion Pelt. The actual high value man.
Typically.
Well, what is the actual high value?
Well, you're the one that brought it up, so we was waiting for you to come back. Come on, Jenna. I don't have the link in the chat. I can drop the link.
You guys keep saying what it isn't. So would you be able to say what it is? Only thing you could say is what it is.
I did say what it is to me. I did. I said somebody that has high morals, high discipline. I did.
You're the exception. You're the one-off. That's your one opinion.
So is there a high value man workbook? Like if you start, like, you know how TD Jakes has the Let It Go workbook? You know how you work through your traumas and shit? Do they have this is how you become a high valued man workbook? Like you start off low value?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. It's sold in the same library where you could put up where you could find the Boss Bitch Manifesto.
Hallelujah. You can get that at www.bossbitchmanifesto.com. Period.
My bad. I had to print out some paperwork. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. And that's what I was going to get to, Rocket Queen, is I think high value is very subjective. It is not an objective label. It is very, very subjective.
High value coloring book. I like to color outside a lot.
As far as high value goes, they're talking about things that actually are valued, like security, resources, money, success. Like these are all things that are valued, aren't they? So if you have all of these things in abundance, a high abundance, how does that not make you a high value man? Because they don't have your supposed integrity when they've reached a height in society where, frankly, they just don't need it. How much shit have we seen Donald Trump get away with? And many other powerful men. How much shit did we see Barack Obama get away with? Like, until he got his ass caught, look at Harvey Weinstein. That nigga fucked Halle Berry and bragged about it.
But they're not high value.
Hold on. True Freeman offers security for his queen. Now,
period.
Is high value?
Period.
You have to offer all these things in abundance. Just like I said, because remember when I told you with the money. Remember when I told you the money is a component. If you have all of these components, True Freeman may be able to offer security for Donna, barely, but that motherfucker stays. He's been squatting. You call that? No.
I don't know. It seems like
and to address what Lurker was saying, because remember what Aunt T said. He said and men have been saying this for years. You tell a woman the truth, she gonna get fucking mad. He couldn't tell her the truth because then she would get pissed off. You see, the thing that happens is, oh, you a weak nigga because you lied. Oh, okay. So because I'm not allowing you to bully me and or manipulate me, that makes me a liar and that makes me toxic.
What?
And not to mention, what
makes you a liar is not telling the truth. That's it. That's what makes you a liar, is not telling the truth.
As opposed to doing another toxic thing, which she would have counted as him starting an argument, because he said it would have turned into a big ass argument, and he did not want to deal with it. Why? And let me go. Hold on. Don't cut me off. And why? Because she would have gotten her feelings about it, thinking, "Oh, you don't want to spend time with me." It's like someone told me recently that they found out that their ex had gotten with another person. They said, "Oh, now I'm officially divorced." That's delusion. That's you being in your feelings. That does not make sense. That is not logical. It did not make sense to feel that.
So you understand what I'm saying? We as women live in delusion.
I acknowledge those feelings, or your friend did. They acknowledged those feelings, and they did not act on them or cause some disruption. They acknowledged, handled them, and moved on. That's what they did with those feelings.
And right before then was living in delusion, right? I'm now officially divorced. Oh, now it's official? How is it not official once you sign the papers? That's just what I don't understand. It's like yo, and the thing is, don't get me wrong, plenty of women are delusional, but because people boost you up to do that. People validate your delusion. They allow you to do that because you're women. It's mainly just men doing it because them niggas them niggas are doing whatever they can to get pussy. Mm-hmm. Because most men can't get sex from women. What was the stat? Men from the age of 18 to 31, like half of 50% of them or 60% of them are virgins now still. It's like, no, like, and what? In human history, only about 40% of men that have actually procreated? Yeah, you damn right they're going to lie. Studies have shown, and I know y'all don't like when I bring this up, studies have shown men need sex. So yeah, they're doing what it takes to get the job done. Am I saying that's okay, Nikki? No, I'm not, you dumbass. I'm saying this is the way things are. This is what it is instead of what it ought to be. It ought to be the other way. I agree with y'all. Men should not cheat. Just stay with one person. However, I'm not going to judge you if you got the resources to have multiple women and they're all okay that you're seeing all of them. It's like, okay, if you got the capacity to do it and they're allowing you to do it, how am I going to be mad at somebody who's okay with their man seeing other women? Why am I going to be mad at them? Why would I call them dumb if they're secure? I'm one day I will, but I'm not a homeowner yet.
And you know what?
Hey, if you got a man taking care of you and he bought you a house that you own, shit, you one up in me. How the fuck I'm gonna be mad at that?
Okay, listen, all of those things I can rock with to a degree. It's the dishonesty that doesn't rock. If you have all of those things and you're maintaining them, then why not just be upfront with your spouse about what's going on instead of saying, well, that's going to cause an argument. You should be able to have.
I'll tell you. And it's the word Godmomma brought up to me a while ago that she said her husband brought up to her. Nagging. It's the nagging, it's the fighting, it's the issue, it's the arguing that we cannot stand. Trust me, I've dealt with plenty of women in my life. Yeah, I would rather lie to you and hang out with my friends for a couple hours and then come back.
Is it because you're picking a trophy wife instead of a woman of value? Is that what it is?
Wait, what
you're getting so irritated with the nagging? I've never been in nagging
is nagging. By the way. No, nagging is nagging. This is why a lot of dudes will put extremely beautiful women in the sex only list. It's like, oh no, I ain't about to have a relationship with you. This is why fuck buddies were created, because of shit like nagging. Because of remember how I said earlier how I dealt with women before in the past. If I hit the lotto and I was rich, how I would not get multiple women because all that nagging and personalities. Hell no.
This is giving excuses to me. I don't give a fuck. This is giving excuses to me because
these are not excuses.
You're saying these are high value men.
No. Lurker, these are reasons, and reason has to do with logic. You're going based off of feelings and emotions, and I'm dealing with reason and logic. These are reasons why. These aren't excuses. How am I making excuses? How am I making excuses for people when I said I agree with you guys that people shouldn't cheat? What excuses am I making for anybody? I'm telling you what it is instead of what it ought to be.
And I'm not saying you're making excuses. I'm saying these are excuses. Your wife, not yours specifically, but a wife nagging does not equate to let me lie so I can hear less nagging. Get to the root of the problem of your nagging ass wife. If you're so high valued and you've maintained all these luxuries in the real world and you've had to deal with counter debates and offers and just making money, whether you were, I don't know how people work, but if you're out there doing that, you've had to negotiate, you've had to deal with people who are nagging or bitchy or picky. We all have had those type of clients. Where you have to go above and beyond, and that's still not enough, but you'll do it because that price check is going to be you, but you won't get to the root of it with your wife. I'm confused, and to me, that's an excuse, especially claiming I'm high valued. I'm using quotations, and I'm using high value loosely. But if you're so high valued and you can maintain, then you should be able to sit down with your spouse and figure out what's the root of nagging so I don't have to lie to go play poker with my homeboys. Make it make sense.
Well, here's a lot of times why that won't work.
These are reasons, really, because men can go find.
Do you want me to explain it? Do you want me to explain it? Because you said you need to sit down with your wife or your significant other. Here's why a lot of people won't try to do that shit. Because, like I said, and even y'all have agreed with me before in the past, men deal more in logic than females do. For a lot of you women, not all of you, but for a lot of you, feelings trump logic. Feelings trump reason. So if you're sitting there telling her what her issues are and all she knows is her feelings to her, the argument is never going to go anywhere. Many of you women are like that. So there's no point in sitting down trying to hash it out when she's only going to see things from her perspective because her whole life she's been pretty and so it's been all about her. So she don't need to take into account other people's feelings and what it is they feel and how they're looking at the world. That's why a lot of times that won't work. That's why people keep getting into arguments. Uncommunicated expectations and shit like that. You can't put a logical being in the room with a being of all about feelings and all about my feelings, how I feel in the moment. That's all that fucking matters, and then expect to get some shit done. No.
I will agree with you on that. I will agree with you.
Hold on. I'll be listening, but I got to mute up real quick. I got to take care of something, but I'm listening.
Okay. Thanks for the feedback. Also, let me address the chat. G5, hi, love you. I was shouting you out earlier. But real quick, before I do address y'all, I do agree with Saul as far as there's got to be some effective communication. If you're not expressing to your partner what the fuck is wrong with you, and I'm talking to the ladies, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, you're moody because your hormones are off balance. You're moody because your cycle's coming. You're moody because these fucking kids just made a mess. If you don't effectively communicate, and you don't have to talk to your partner like a fucking child, but just express what it is. So that way, when he walks in the door, he knows what to expect, or text it to him before you even get here, or whatever y'all's arrangement is. Communication rules the nation.
Yeah.
You've got
That's
to
right,
communicate
Godzilla.
to your spouse, this ain't it.
Right.
I need a break, or these fucking kids, or I want to go back to work, or I want to accelerate in my job and I don't feel like you're backing me, or I have to work longer hours so that way we can get to our goal. We have to effectively communicate. And it's when you after you've communicated and you've tired that out, then you need to start looking at something else instead of lies. And then it becomes this vicious cycle of nagging and lies and nagging and lies, like Stinson said over here. Men also understand that nagging women, that they lie too. Okay. Well, when you get with another one in time, she'll be nagging about something too. Okay. So
I've
choose
heard
if you're a high value man, your resources on women should be endless. To say the least. So pick your best one, not the best looking one, but someone that's going to value your high valueness. What's his Lion Pelt said that earlier. Most high value men go swept under the rug. They get treated like shit.
Yeah.
It's because you nagging ass, non-communicative whores out there, okay, don't know how to process your emotions, is what Salt said. Okay, y'all speaking in a feelings. Men
But
shouldn't
see,
have nagging after dealing with nagging customers.
and see, I watched a reel the other day about, and it was a man, and he was talking about this specific thing, nagging of women. And he was addressing his male counterparts, and he was telling them, he was like, listen, fellas, I know we hate it when our wives or our girlfriends or significant others, quote unquote, nag. I know we hate it, when we come in the house and the first thing out her mouth is da 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 instead of, hey baby, how are you? And he went on to say, instead of hearing the chaos in her voice, hear the words that are coming out of her mouth. Because most of the time women and their nagging is not always for just to get on your nerves. Most of the time a woman nagging is because she wants you to better yourself, to better your family. And I think we're going to have to get in when we have our toxic femininity chat. What is nagging? What is healthy nagging? What is toxic nagging? Because we should be able to come to our spouse and quote unquote nag without our spouse rolling their eyes and I ain't got time for this and you're too fucking emotional.
To the point they don't even want to come home after work. They're like, let me stop at the bar. Let me go here.
Instead of getting to the root of what the problem is. Because I'm a woman. We as women, we don't nag unless we're frustrated. We don't nag unless we feel like we're not heard. We don't nag unless we feel like we haven't been seen.
See, I'm the opposite. I just shut down completely. Like, bitch, never mind. I got it. Because I done asked you 2-3 times and you ain't done it yet. I got it.
And that's where women get to, right? We nag, and shout out to R. Kelly. I know some of us hate him, but R. Kelly said it best. When a woman's fed up, there's nothing you can do about it. When a woman stops nagging you, that's when you need to start paying attention, sir, because she's 2 feet out the door. If she's been nagging and you've been saying, you're so emotional, I don't want to deal with this, guess what? She'll go find someone else who will listen to that nag and give her a result out of it. I'm just being, men want us to hear them and hear we're high valued so we can cheat if we want. Y'all got to hear us when we say this, you're looking at nagging in a whole wrong way. And I know that's a big topic because
flip
A
this.
lot of men don't want to deal with women anymore
Right,
because of it.
exactly. Let's flip
Could
this
I
because
ask
Rob
something real quick?
Zilla said men shouldn't have to come home to nagging after dealing with nagging customers. And I was raised that way, and I believe that as well. Should no man come home to, I mean, unkept home every once in a while? I get it, you got kids or whatever the fuck. But there should be some type of meal or some type of, there should be something in the home and met with like daddy's home. Yay. Not, oh, finally this motherfucker want to pull up and where you been? You know what I'm saying? Like, set the tone. Set the tone. And women, that's what we're supposed to do. We're the nurturers. So set the tone when this man walks home, baby.
Could I ask something? Because yeah, I understand. Excuse me. I understand where Godmomma's coming from when she says, you know, a woman is
Rob Zilla didn't
frustrated.
say bitch, by the way. That was just me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, what? And shout out to Rob. What's up, Rob? Yeah, I agree with what Godmomma's saying, and I completely understand it. However, to me, that's when questions start getting raised. Okay, how much of your because imagine because men, we go out and we fight the world every single day. Not to say that none of you women do. However, it's not comparable to the way men do it. We don't want to have to come home, deal with the world, deal with all the problems of the world, and come home and then have to deal with another problem. How much nagging is too much nagging, and how much of because you guys deal mainly in your feelings. How much of your feelings are you pouring into that man after he got filled up with all the feelings and the bullshit and emotions the day that he just had to fight the world with? How much are you nagging to the point to where, because here's what happens for a lot of men. Don't get me wrong. We hear you when you nag. However, when you nag too much, at a certain point, it just seems like you telling me what to do. That's what it starts to feel like after a while. Like whenever, like if a man tells you, "Nah, you can't hang out with your homegirls," and I'm not saying these are the exact same situation because I know people like to take it there. No, since you're dealing feelings, if your husband has ever told you, "No, you can't hang out with your homegirls," think about that feeling. Lock on to that feeling. Grab hold of that feeling. I'm talking about the feeling. That feeling that you got. That's what the fuck we feel when there's way too much nagging going on. After a while, you ain't trying to help me to be better. You trying to tell me what to do like I'm one of the fucking kids who I go out and work for so we can have money to feed and clothes and shelter.
I've heard that a lot. That women and that we tend to start treating our spouses as our children. And again, in our toxic femininity, I want to get into that because that is a real thing for us as women, where we it's hard for us sometimes to define that line between our spouse and our children. And especially for a stay-at-home parent where
I was about to say it depends on the roles. It depends on the roles. Because we talked about 50-50 earlier, Godmomma. But some of these men won't pull 50-50 when it comes to parenting. That means you have to go to work and you have to come home and do baseball. That means you have to drop the kids off. You have to help with lunch. If I'm going to work, you're going to work. You're going to have to 50-50 parent the kids too.
Right.
And some men just would rather excel in their life area and let the woman excel in and it becomes a little dance. But if you don't effectively communicate it, you're going to be stepping on each other's toes, bitching about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like the point I was making earlier about feelings. I mean, I wasn't saying that, oh, it's okay or anything. But what did Nikki jump to? She jumped right into her feelings. I'm gonna have to say fuck you on this one still, so it's not okay. Like, okay, I never said it was okay. I was saying it ought to be this. I'm saying it is this. See what I'm saying? Latched on to the feelings.
Let me throw this out here, though, Salt. Let's throw this out here. Women are the sensitive creature of the two.
Yeah,
and
you are.
And when you provide the home, you're going to provide safety as well for those emotions as well. Now, if she's just off her fucking rocker and she's just an ungrateful bitch, that's different.
Right.
But you are my husband. When you're curled up in your bed and you're laid up on his chest and he's, you know what I mean? You feel safe, and that's where you should be able to nag and complain about your girlfriend, these kids, himself. I'm just letting my hair down. Now, women, can we, you know what I mean, reel it in? Yes, we don't need to overdump on our spouses without reciprocating some type of love with that. It can't just be dump and then move around because you got to tend to these kids. You know, renew all of those things.
Well, Lurker, since you threw it out there, allow me to throw this out there. Yes, I agree with you. You guys are the sensitive beings. However, you know me, I'm just the guy who knows which questions to ask. At which point does sensitive become oversensitive?
Oh, I just said that. Don't
Quickly.
overdump. I
Quickly.
just said that. You can't overdump, especially without replenishing him. It's got to be a
No, but I'm saying
renewal.
at which point? Where at which point does it?
At the
Can you
the
measure
very
it?
first
Can you
time you
calculate
try, the very first time you start nagging and complaining, you make sure you release that man of what you've just filled him with. Does that make sense? It needs to be a daily thing. It's a dance.
It
Yeah,
is a
Y'all are
right.
dance.
married, so y'all
Okay,
know what
I
it is.
agree with that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
It's a
agree
it's a
with
dance.
that.
dance. You
Definitely
guys
for
are
your point.
married.
It's like, yeah, like I work 14-hour days, 5 to 6 days a week. However, when I come home, at the very least, if I don't have the energy to go out there and play catch or anything like that, at the very least, we're gonna sit down and play some video games together. Or I'm the one who gets up and takes my kids to school in the morning. Or what is she
Yeah,
doing? Cooking, cleaning, whatever. I still pull
right.
my weight. There are a lot of dudes out there who just
Don't.
like don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I do, yes. Women are the caretakers of children and whatnot. However, certain dudes, it's like they only want their input whenever it comes to children as to, no, I want them to do this. But it's like, okay, I can see why a woman would get upset. It's like, okay, I'm with them all fucking day. Why are you telling me to do it like this now when the way I've been doing it is working? It's like, I get you're the husband, you take care of us. However, I guess that's when it becomes, I guess that's when
Nagging.
people
That's
enjoy the,
our
oh, we're
version
a
of
team.
you
But
nagging.
then,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but then it's like, okay, yeah, we're a team, but who's the coach? Who's running shit? So that's when it gets messy, because then it's like somebody's gonna end up feeling like the other, thinking, not feeling, but thinking the other person. No, it is feeling. Somebody's gonna end up feeling like the other person is telling them what to do. It's like, yeah, people don't like that shit, especially niggas.
No,
Well,
it is a
it's a
dance.
dance.
It
That's why I
sure
say
is a
it's a
dance.
dance, because there's going to be
I
times
agree.
when the woman's gonna have to coach, and there's a time when the man's gonna have to coach. And when you know your partner, you respect that. Like, oh, this is my time to sit on the bench. They got it. Oh, this is my time to get in the game. I got it. And that's where you find your equal yoke.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, your equal yoke isn't someone that does everything you need them to do. It's they do what they're supposed to do at the time when it needs to be done. Yeah. So equal yoke, that's what it is. And if y'all
the
ain't
advice
equally yoked, good luck.
the advice I like to give to a lot of men is, don't solely be just the disciplinarian, because that's what a lot of fathers end up being, because they don't do shit for the kids. They don't. It's just basically, oh, wait till your dad gets home, then you're gonna get disciplined. Don't be the disciplinarian, especially if you want your kids to go down. Don't only be the disciplinarian, because if you want your kids to go down a certain route, then you're just the authority figure. You're always telling them what to do. You're like a prison guard. I say, be a good dad. Spend actual time with the kids and give them actual advice that helps them in a very good way. Also be the disciplinarian, and also be the dog that sits at the porch for when predators come and knock him.
And see, that's why I can when men say we fight the world and this, I can hear them. I can hear them, because I know what the role of a man should be, and what Salt said. You know, you're helping out with the kids. You're being the disciplinary, and you're being the person that sits guard at the door. That's a lot to take in, as much as it is as a mother, right? Being all of the hats in on one person as a mother, you know, doctor, therapist, best friend, disciplinary, chef, maid. The list is long. And that's why I really want to start having these conversations where we're not so much of a battle, but coming to an understanding of one another, so we can take these specific gems into our real life. And as women or as men, you know, realizing like, okay, this is something that we kind of talked about, or I heard about one day. How can I implement this into my life? That's what we really wanted this channel to be, is these types of in-depth conversations, to where we can come to an understanding, an inner standing of each other, because we are so different. We're so different in biology, we're so different in genetics, we're different in culture, we're different in so many ways. And it's beautiful when we try to come
It is.
together and do that dance.
It's beautiful.
But we have to have some type of boundary
Communication.
system
Communication.
set in place so we know,
early on.
yes,
Yeah.
whether we're getting into a cult or an intentional community. I'm just saying.
Like a lot of people get it confused and think, oh, are you telling me to just pour everything out? What do I always say, Godmomma? There's levels to this shit. Once you start dating a person, set the smallest boundaries that you have. Then as the relationship progresses, move on, move forward. A lot of people think, well, I ain't about to just tell them, oh, I expect this of my wife on the first date. Who the fuck would do that? Why would you even assume that that's what someone's telling you to do? How stupid can you be? Learn to and that's another thing. People, not just men and women, people these days have comprehension problems.
This is true. It's not only a listening, it's a comprehension. They will sit and listen to your dumbass and they be like, yeah, I heard you said do this, Y, and Z. But they're not comprehending X, Y, and Z.
Right.
So
it's not okay.
Dumb people out there. Right. Don't. But you know what? We're such a fast moving, well, in the culture day and age that we are now, we're very quick, and a lot of people don't hold those values. But for those of us who do hold marriage sacred, or we choose to be monogamous and we choose to take it serious, there's gonna be some work cut out for you.
Yes, ma'am. Because we're
Whether you're
dying
high
breed.
value or low value, if you're monogamous, you got some work cut out for you.
Monogamy is a dying sexual relation. Just letting y'all know that. If y'all haven't picked up on the cue yet, here's your pickup. Monogamous relationships are going to be few, far, and in between.
Yeah.
But it's just cycles that we go through as civilizations. It's just cycles.
Give it about 100 years.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah. 100 years. I think people will go back to being monogamy. But that's just because so many people are going to be dying out due to STDs and STIs and all that. That rate is on the rise.
Oh, listen, the rate that we're transitioning into transsexuals, we're going quick. We're going quick. You know what I'm saying? Babies ain't getting born at rates they used to. We done seen the boomers rise and fall.
I want to have this toxic femininity conversation, because ladies, something is happening.
Oh, Misunderstood was in here earlier. We wanted to are we bringing her for that one? Is that one? I thought we should bring her over for that one.
Yep, that was the one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to bring Misunderstood over to the toxic femininity, because I see she's experienced over in her sobriety sector, and I want to bring 504 up because she's experienced it in her advocacy. And you know what I'm saying? Let's rock this out. We got some accountability to take, ladies. Okay, and if I could have Priscilla come through, that'd be even better.
Even better.
Okay, for sure.
What like, as far as accountability goes, like, let's go. Like, can I define that real quick? Is accountability just acknowledging that you did wrong?
Is accountability acknowledging that you've done something wrong?
Yeah, is it just that? Yeah, it's just that. You're acknowledging, hey, I did this wrong thing. Yes, I was the one who did this. Hey. Yeah, because a lot of people treat it that way. I'm holding myself accountable for this. It's like, okay, you held it's like take Ghetto Intellect. He says he said many times, he's held himself accountable for all the dumb shit that he has done and said, yet continues to do that dumb shit. So it's like, okay, so you're not adding in like behavioral change into accountability. To me, accountability is you admit and know and accept that you did something wrong, and you're not going to do that thing anymore. You're going to change your behavior to where you don't do that thing anymore. Because most people, I'm holding myself accountable. Okay, you're acknowledging that you did something wrong. Anything else? Okay, so as long as you know you did something wrong, I have nothing to worry about. You stab me in the back, I don't have to worry about that again because you know you did something wrong. Nah, sorry.
Well, it says here it's a person that's required or expected to justify their actions or decisions. Also responsible. So the true definition of accountable, that's what it is. Justify your actions. Justify them. And if they're not justifiable,
we gotta go on that.
Are your actions justifiable? Are you taking accountability? Yeah. To me, atonement is the word I like to use. And I know that's biblical. It is what it is. So yet one, I can take accountability, but if I haven't atoned for it, that means I'm just acknowledging it. Like, yeah, I did some fucked up
Right.
shit. It is
Right.
what it is. If
I
I
agree.
haven't atoned, if I haven't moved forward with better actions, then that just means I'm just, guilty. Yep, Your Honor, I'm guilty. I did it. Next.
I agree.
But atonement is different for me. So, yeah, you could be accountable all day, but nigga, have you atoned? Have you changed? Have you put, have you made the
Mhm.
Right.
corrections for your unjustifiable actions?
Right. It's
Right.
like people back in the day who used to self-exile. It's like, okay, yeah, you understand what accountability is. You understand what
Right.
atonement is.
Yes.
It's like, okay, you
Mhm.
fucked up, so you ain't even gonna be around nobody anymore. I respect that.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all,
That's
I gotta
atonement.
bounce. I got some loads to drop off. I'm trying to get this over with
All
quick.
right. So
You lovely ladies have a great day. Peace.
Stay
Right.
safe. Stay
Happy
safe.
Monday.
Yeah.
Happy Monday. And we got to go too. It's 3 hours in.
I know. It's
Girl, we done turned the
summertime.
cameras off. We said, fuck it.
We did. We did. These kids, my kids is in there like,
Yeah.
okay,
It's
lady, what's
time.
going on in here?
It's time.
But
Well,
it's
this was another rising transit with the
mm,
godmother, with the lurker, and the attorney at law.
Mr.
We had a
Soft.
surprise guest today. Who do we? Bunch of
Yeah.
fuckery. We got you
It,
to
I'm sorry.
nice Rocket Queen. Now I need to go find me a show that's gonna do that for me.
Right. Right. Also, just to give you guys a few little updates to what's going on with the channel this summer before we head out of here. Thank you, Doug. We did. We left y'all hanging for a whole week, so we kind of put in some time today with y'all.
Yeah, we did.
But we have started. Oh, you're fine, G5. We appreciate you being here. And Daquan came up here too. Please don't forget him. Thank
Oh,
you.
wait. Yeah, he gave us a drive by.
Yes, he gave us the Mo 3 drive by. But if you guys, we are starting to do some like rain ASMR and things like that. We will start doing lo-fi study music. If you are interested in those types of things for naps, for studying, for just, if you got ADHD like we got and you need something that kind of balances the brain so you can get some work done, we're going to be incorporating that in the channel. Our journey to the watch hours is going great. YouTube doesn't update it every day. So the last time I checked we're still halfway there. But YouTube will update us, I think, again at the end of this month, where our watch hours are. But I appreciate all of you guys who have been sharing, who've been giving us our watch hours, who've commented. You're fine. Who've commented, just doing your big ones for us. We really appreciate it a lot. But due to it being summer, we can't commit to an everyday
Rising
thing.
transit. Hell no.
Yeah, we can't commit to that.
Hell
So
no. I thought I was gonna sleep in. I thought I was gonna be fat. I thought I was gonna be a lazy, my son graduated type of parent. Bitch, what? No. My daughter's getting a job. She's already started summer classes so she can excel. My son got enrolled. He's starting on the 18th. He doing orientation. Like summer where, bitch?
Yeah.
So
we
be over here doing all that with y'all.
No, but we do promise to still. We sat down. We made a schedule for the summer, and we're gonna try our best to stick to that schedule. So our rising transits may not be live. They may be a little
pre-recorded,
and we appreciate
we know
you guys.
Y'all don't like that.
Yeah, we know, but we appreciate the ones who do stick it out and watch it, and we do appreciate you guys.
There will be some pre-recorded shows coming up, and we'll try and keep those short for y'all. We won't let them be no 3-hour shows. We'll keep y'all 35 to 45 to an hour. Okay,
Max,
we'll keep that so that way you can hit replay at 2 times the speed, knock it out, give us our views, and go about your day, which we really do appreciate.
We really do.
We really do. Like I've been fangirled out for a minute over y'all because, like we said, we had some rough spots where I was like, man, fuck these people and fuck this shit. I ain't going live. Fuck these hoes. And then here I am. I'm like, please hit the app. Like, thank you. You know, whatever.
Mhm.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying y'all. I'm enjoying the conversations. I need to get past my ADHD. Gonna work on some things. But this summer, y'all, we're gonna be here. Just work with us, and we'll work with y'all. Okay.
Mhm.
And when you're catching a replay, our Cash App is still available.
Period.
Y'all talking about our merch over here, but we be back here playing around. So
We
if y'all
do.
support it, we appreciate it. How about that? We be
do.
back here playing around. Rocket Queen, if you want my Lurker info, Gmail, Lurker info. That's it. If you want to send a long video, we'll use it. We'll credit you. But the Lurker info at gmail.com. That's how you send whatever you want to send. Any files. You remain anonymous over here. I ain't about all that bullshit over here.
Yes.
And we appreciate you coming back. We miss you. I miss you. I know I'll be saying, oh, where my baby at? Speaking of babies, yes, please drop me the link, the timestamp to when Baba was calling for Lurker so I love to grab
yes, because I need it for the intro.
I love to grab people, Lurker, Lurker. Yeah, all right, bitch. I got your Lurker. Ain't that right, Diva? We love to throw your shit in the fucking intro.
People be giving intro worthy shit.
Okay. All right, well, let's get out of here, mama.
All right, we'll see y'all when we see y'all.
Yeah, we'll see y'all.
Maybe Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, peace. Thank y'all for being here.
Like my release, this is a part of what I do to have fun, and I'm a creative. Creativity, I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's what keeps life interesting and makes it have fun. Makes me have fun.